Hello again and welcome to another Mordian Glory, the Old World Battle Report. In today's episode, we find the forces of the Empire, Vossenberg's vagabonds, continuing their struggle, their war against the verminous Skaven hordes. It will be Great Cannon versus Warp Lightning Cannon. It will be Halberdier versus Rat Ogre. And joining me is my ever ratty partner in crime. It is Gracier Sam! He's back again! Dude, thank you so much for coming down and doing another battle report. So you have been very kind to helping me out a lot with all this old world games.
Literally always a pleasure.
And we should say we're in a fine establishment today. So we are at Element Games, as you can see, but rather than being in the main gaming hall, we are in their special back room. It's called the Warlock's Retreat, and it's actually sort of a private room that you can hire out if you want to do some games that maybe don't want to be disturbed by the hall. So a big thank you to Element Games for letting us use this today, and I have to say it feels very VIP. Feels very VIP in here. So if you're someone that's wants to have a game at Element, but maybe you want to do it away from the hustle and bustle, this is definitely an option. And it's very popular with D&D groups who like to really get the atmosphere going, a bit of the ambiance and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it's a really, really good idea. It's actually a very recent thing that Element has done, so it's cool. I definitely like it. We'll definitely be trying this out again. But with all of that said, let's get back into this game. And I think we should probably start off with looking at the two armies that are going to be battling it out today, because we've both brought something a little bit different. We've been building up a hell of a narrative over the last few games. This is the third time that our armies have clashed. And I'm not going to lie, I think we've both brought our A game in a certain sense. A couple of stronger lists, would you say?
Yeah, we definitely stepped it up a bit. Gracie, in his wisdom, knows that if you throw enough rats at the problem, something's going to stick.
Exactly, and you've got some big rats today.
Big rats today. Stickier rats.
It's bigger and stickier. So let's take a look at the two armies, and then we'll get into the mission and all that good stuff. Attention conscripts, I am excited to announce the launch of the official second Mordian Glory channel. If you're curious, click on the link down in the description and head over to Mordian Glory Games. I upload to the channel several times a week with all sorts of fun and silly gaming content. So if you're jonesing for even more Mordian Glory content, then head on over to Mordian Glory Games and don't forget to subscribe. And here we have 2,000 points of Vossenberg's vagabonds. That's right, the Empire Mercenary Company is back today, taking to the field of battle and once again ready to smite these strange beastmen that keep scuttling back no matter how many times we fight them. Now, we've gone for a slightly different style of army today. In the first game, it was all core hammer. In the second game, it was all detachments. And in this game, I've gone for what feels like a slightly more elite veteran force. So we've not got quite as many units of state troops. And instead, we have gone for a couple of well-supported blocks of state troops with some significant firepower. I don't mean to alarm you, but this is definitely faith, steel, and gunpowder. So let us begin with the infantry corps. Every day in the corps is like a day on the farm. Every meal, a banquet. Every paycheck, a fortune. Every formation, a parade. I love the corps. So we have got a unit of 38 halberdiers here with full command. And they are being led by two characters. We have got our General of the Empire with his golden hat and his red plumes. And that is going to be Bremerdangorst with the duelist blades, and he's also got the full plate armor and the talisman of protection. Next to him, we have got his Captain Severard, and he is the BSB. No magical band today, just going on for that reroll, but he does have full plate armor, a shield, and he's got the Sword of Might and the white cloak. So both these characters are going to have their full plate and their 5+ ward save. For the second unit, we have got a unit of spearmen, all with spears and shields and full command. And these are Gregori's I don't even know what to call them. Gregori's bastards. So, this unit is being led by another general of the Empire with the blue sword here and the gold hat. And he is going to be Jazal Dan Luthar. And he has got his sword of battle, his full plate armor, and his shield. Next to him is the ravenous Gregori. Father Gregori returning for his second battle. He heard there was some pretty rats around here. And he is daft as a brush, but very, very ravenous. He has got his armor of meteoric iron and a great sword, and he is a priest of Sigmar. Last game, Father Gregori and his drunken antics. He failed to get off a Pred Sigmar 6 turns in a row. Will he get a Pred Sigmar off this game? Well, we'll have to find out.
Can he remember the prayers?
Can he remember the prayers, or has he been supping too much of the communion wine? The last unit we've got here is a unit of 10 handgunners. I did debate having these as a detachment, but considering that they're a ranged unit, I figured that they're probably going to be sitting back and just blasting anyway, whilst the state troops go marching up the battlefield. So probably best just to have them as their own thing, and then they're not worried too much about being attached to one of these units. Speaking of gunpowder, though, we do have one hell of an artillery train today. That's right, Boomtown is here. Double great cannon and a Hellblaster volley gun, supported by 2 engineers. And we've also got the steam tank, the cast iron bitch, which is being crewed by engineer Graves O'Brien. So we've named the guy inside the steam tank now. That's based on the live streams. So Graves O'Brien is the engineer, and the cast iron bitch is his steam tank steed. And last but not least, we have got our exiled Bretonnian damsel. This is Pharaoh, and she is a level 4 wizard, and she's got the spell familiar, which lets her pick her spells, and she is going to be going for battle magic again. Controversial, because I do love my elementalism, but I tried it last time, and it was fun. So we're going to try it again this time. That's it. The Pillar of Fire was funny. Just blowing across the battlefield. So that is the 2,000 points today. Only 2 state troops. I feel almost naked without my 3 or 4 bricks, but they are all very well supported. So we'll see if quality has a quality of its own. And facing off against the Empire is the indomitable Skaven, the superior race of the old world, and clearly the true rulers of masses. If everyone would just do as they were told.
Ratmen are best men. We just have yet to convince you all of that.
That's true. That's very, very true. Now, Sam, you have brought down a bit of a different army today as well.
Yeah, quite a mixture. So after the terrible events of last game, losing the Gracier's finest screaming bell, the Gracier has put forth a call to all Skavendom. Answer the call to defend the honour of the greatest race. Unfortunately, not one rat answered. So following up, some threats were sent to a few clans that owed him. And, they have sent a meagre force, but it will be enough. It will be enough. So the force consists of some Scryer technology, some Eshin assassins, and some of the Molders monsters, backing up the my clan Ratchet's clan rats for the day. So
you've still got a bit of faith in the Scryer technology after last time.
Faith is a strong word. It's what we've got.
It's what answered the threat. Yeah. It's what answered the threat. Yeah, maybe Clan Scryer is like, oh yeah, we'll send you some help. Don't worry.
Bottom of the basement, the rust we've got.
Oh, don't you worry. This is our best gear.
Yeah.
We promise, Mr. Grace here. Yeah. All right. So where do you want to start?
Let's start with the characters then. So we've got the Gracier himself in the centre. He'll be running Demonology. He's got the Shadow trinkets for -1 to hit on him and any unit he joins.
Ooh.
He's also got a Death Globe for chucking. Nice. On his left is actually a hit claw, but for this game he is a battle standard bearer with a halberd and heavy armour.
Oh, very cool.
He has the banner of Firminous Scurrying and Skaven Brew to dish out to whichever unit he joins to give frenzy.
Interesting. Well, if Icket is here and he's the BSB, making sort of the pseudo second command, maybe the Scryer stuff will actually be the good stuff this time.
Maybe. I mean, there is a watchful eye.
Yes, indeed.
On the right of the Grace here is that is a Deathmaster Snitch model, but for this game he is a chieftain with the Weeping Blades. I couldn't afford to have a genuine Master Assassin. So as you can see, even Claneshian has cheaped out on the stuff they're relevance to those three characters behind them is a unit of Gutter Runners with a Assassin. That's not a Master Assassin, it's just the unit champion upgrade.
Understood.
They have poison weapons, they have throwing weapons, and 2 melee weapons.
Interesting, okay.
Those three characters will likely be joining them to scurry around the field.
All three in one blob.
All three into one blob of assassins. Trying to be as annoying as possible.
That's hefty. Hefty.
The Gracier knows he has to keep a close eye on those least trustworthy of Skaven.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
So to the left of the action blob is the Scryer technology. We have 3 Jezzails, a Warp Lightning Cannon, and an Engineer. The Engineer is a level 2 wizard, but has no other equipment.
No accumulator,
no
condenser,
no
or it's called.
No pistol. He's very much working on a budget.
Okay, he is. We've taken him to unlock the cannon.
He's probably the least effective Warlock Engineer that Clan Scryer could spare.
That's fair enough.
Very much a raw
Well,
recruit.
of course, Icket wouldn't want to bring someone that might upstage him.
No, of course not.
Of course, yeah.
When glorious victory is had, as it will be had this week, Icket claws glorious victory
exactly.
as far as Scryer is concerned.
Exactly.
On the right-hand side of the table, there is Clan Mulder's offering today. My favourite, goodest boy, Sigmar Helden Cheddar, has come back to throw his great weight at some more Empire.
Well, he survived the first game and he wasn't present on the second game, so he might be interested to see if he survives this game.
R&R.
Yeah.
Assisting him today is a unit of 3 Rat Ogres.
I have never seen these ones, but I've never seen them even back in the day in fantasy, so it's great to see them hitting the tabletop.
Yeah, I don't think they were particularly good in 8th edition, so that would be why you didn't see them. I don't know if they're any good now, but they are fun and they are a good mouldy unit, classic, an icon. And following along with those is 2 units of 10 Giant Rats in marching column there. I have a unit, a single model of Rat Swarm, just in case Sigmar Helden Cheddar does die. And
yes.
A rat.
So that's not actually there. That's in case.
That's not going to be there because Sigmar Helden Cheddar is not going to die.
This is
true. A good boy.
This is true. This is very true. And then the
core.
The core. The infantry core.
So for core today, after the catastrophic casualties last game,
both the last 2 games, really.
Last 2 games, yeah, really.
Both of our armies have become somewhat bereft of infantry, and we've had to we're sort of continuing with our narrative. We've had to absolutely scrape together what is left of our infantry forces. Whatever happens, I think if we do another game after this, which I'm really enjoying continuing this story. I think the next game has to be a full quantity game. Like I think no matter what happens, whether victory or defeat is secured, I think my Empire forces are going to need to get some raw recruits in.
I've got over 1,500 points of core that I can field currently painted. So
yes,
that is a possibility.
Field some pseudo Skaven volunteers. Well, because you can't quite get them, but you could go like 3-point rats, no upgrades, right, or something.
4-point rats, no upgrades, yeah. Although all my rats are modelled with shields. So
fair enough.
But here, I was going to say that these guys are not particularly willing to be here. They've heard of the casualties. So this is a unit of 38 clan rats with hand weapons and shields. They have full command. In the unit, leading it is 2 Skaven chieftain.
Double chieftain.
Halberd, shield and heavy armour.
So that's one over here.
Yep. And one with great weapon, shield and heavy armour. No fancy magical upgrades.
So Fellblade, dude, isn't here. So it is literally, they've told them it's the Fellblade, but actually it's just a big sword they painted green.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, very much so. That unit is bringing along its very own Rattling gun, as tradition dictates. And next to them is very much a almost bare bones unit, 20 clan rats without command, with hand weapons, but with shields, because if it's got a shield...
You've modelled it, yeah, you've modelled it.
And they're bringing their own Rattling gun as well, just to fill up the core.
And that's literally to fill up the core and to get yourself an extra Rattling gun.
Of course, yeah.
Nice.
Think of it as adding Rattling guns and the compulsory clan rats.
This is a really interesting army because it feels like there is a lot of efficiency going on here. We've got one big unit of rats, have a bit of an anvil, one unit just to bring the extra Rattling gun, lots of war machines and everything. This feels very, very much more sort of elite and more efficient. And likewise for my army. So I think I would say both these armies are a little stronger than we've brought in the past, but we've still managed to hopefully keep a few flavorful units in there as well. Like I've got Father Gregori, and you brought some mold stuff you've not tried before.
Yeah, tried to write a stronger list, but I'll never fully commit to strength over flavor.
No, and we for those of you that are that curious, me and Sam did discuss this before the game, and we said, we've done run a couple of soft lists. Should we try 1 week of something a bit harder, and then we can go back to running some more fluffy stuff the following time. So here we have our wizards, and the spells that we are going to go for is I've gone for battle magic, and I've gone for 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is fireball, and we've got pillar of fire, we've got curse of arrow attraction, and we've got arcane urgency. And what have you gone for?
So my Grace here had the Lord Familiar. He's selected demonic vessel, demonic vigor, steed of shadows, and he's dropped a spell for the cloud of corruption from the Skaven signature spells. The Warlock Engineer rolled on Battle Magic. He got Pillar of Fire and Curse of Arrow Attraction.
Nice. All right. So, excellent. So, we've got the Skaven and we've got the Empire. I guess the only thing left to do is to go to the field of battle after deployment. So, here we have the field of battle after deployment. As you can see, the Empire, Vossenberg and his vagabonds have gone for a very refused flank. We've concentrated our force. We've not tried to spread out. And on the right flank, it's being anchored by Father Gregori and his spearmen, a nice sticky unit that hopefully will be able to hold the line. In the middle, we have got Boomtown, big old Boomtown. And then in the center, we've got our largest unit of state troops, and we're going to need them there because there's a lot of Skaven firepower. And then anchoring our left flank, we have got the steam tank, the cast iron bitch. And then for the Skaven, you threw down a couple of rat darts over here. And also you went for the rat ogres, trying to, I think, keep this busy whilst the bulk of your army, the center and the right flank from your perspective, goes after my big brick of halberdiers. I feel like my state troops in the center might be in a little bit of trouble. We're going to have to see what we can do. It's going to be interesting because I feel like I'm quite strong on this flank, but can my center hold? That is the big question.
Does it refuse flanks?
Refuse flanks, indeed. You're not. I'd say you're not quite as refused, but just
not completely refused. But
no.
I wouldn't say I'm putting up much of a fight.
yeah, true.
On your right hand side.
True, indeed. You've thrown a few units down there just to see what happens.
Skavendom's most elite giant rats.
Indeed. Now, the mission that we're doing today is the Lonely Tower, and we have got a tower in the middle of the board, and I picked out the grandest one that I could find at Element Games. And the story that we've got going here is that, of course, with lots of Skaven versus lots of Empire, it feels right that we're fighting in the Border Princes. That's where this has been taking place over the last few games. And the Border Princes is really a realm where anyone can carve out their own empire or can be left to their own devices if they want to. And so the story is that this is an exiled high elf wizard. He's been exiled from the college of Hoeth. Those blinded fools, they don't appreciate his genius. So he's decided, be gone, ignoramuses. I'm going to a land of opportunity where my intellect will be truly appreciated. And he's gone to the Border Princes. He's raised his own tower of Hoeth.
The height of arrogance.
The height of arrogance. Even for an elf, other elves found him too arrogant to put up with. And he's locked himself away for hundreds of years in his tower. Of course, he cannot be disturbed. His studying is too important to worry about anything else. But some of his sort of apprentices and staff and hangers-on that he keeps around have been made aware that maybe the Skaven are coming to put his brain in a jar. Because what's a jar if it's not got a brain in it, right?
What's the point of it?
Well, you've got an empty jar.
Yeah.
So
what's the point of a brain that's not in a jar?
Exactly. So he's basically just said to his apprentices have been like, my lord, like these Skaven, they're going to attack us. He's like, I don't care, I'm studying it. And they're like, my lord, they'll interrupt your study. And he's like, oh, well, that cannot be allowed. You go out and hire some of those man things, those locals. Go and hire some of them and have them take care of them. I cannot be dealing with this.
Coins out.
Yeah, just literally just conjuring gold coins and just putting them. I cannot be disturbed. Like my work is too important to be disturbed. So basically, the Vagabonds, the mercenary company, we've taken this contract, of course, and we are here to try and take control of the tower. Maybe get a few more of those gold coins if he can conjure them. And you are here to put his brain in a jar.
Must go in the jar.
It must go in the jar.
Brain in an elf is a waste of a brain.
So I like to think that no matter what happens here in terms of victory points, even if you lose, if you control the tower at the end, we can give you a narrative, moral victory, because you did get the brain and you did put it in the jar.
Well, as the only morally correct race on the old world, you can always have the moral victory.
Exactly. But with all of that said, I suppose we should go and find out who's got the first turn. So I've got the dice tray here, sir. Would you like to roll first as my guest? Strong 2. So even if I roll a 1, it's a draw. Okay, because I did get everything down first. Nope. Not too much, not too little, guys. Just enough to get first turn, because I get the +1 for having all of my stuff down. I think I'm okay with getting turn 1. Maybe I would have been happier with you getting turn 1, but we'll see. But let's come back after the Empire have moved. Empire movement and strategy is completed. Strategy phase is very quick. We didn't have anything that was in range, so for Curse of Our Attraction. So we went straight into the movement. I have moved my handgunners down the hill, just 3 inches, so they're not blocking the line of sight to the cannons and artillery anymore. And then I marched forward with Gregori and his lads, because just trying to get them at the field, so maybe we can make a bit of a blocker in case these giant rats try any shenanigans, as it were. Now, we've stayed still with everything else because we don't really want to march into the teeth of those rattling guns. So now we've just got some shooting to do, and we're going to start off, I think, with... do I go for magic first, or do I go for guns first? So my guns I range are going to be 2 cannons and the handguns. And I've also got the mage in range here. Now, what I think I'm going to do is actually, I'll go for this stuff here into those giant rats. Then I'll probably do the cannon and do that maybe might do that into Helden Cheddar. And then based on the results there, we'll see what the great cannons want to do. So, starting off, we are going to go for a cheeky fireball from the wizard. So let's see what we get. That will be enough on a 10. Do you want to try and fate to dispel that, or do you want to wait for the pillar of fire?
I think we'll wait for the pillar of fire.
Waiting?
No, we're gonna.
No. He's changed his mind.
We're gonna get rid of it.
No,
we're not.
Okay. So 2d6 hits. Ooh, it's 9. It never happens with the fireball. Normally you get like 5 or 6 hits. Okay, so these are hits. So is it strength 4 on a fireball?
Yes, I believe so.
Toughness 3 or toughness 2 on a rat?
Toughness 3 or toughness 2.
Let's have a look. Well, it would only make 1 difference.
Here they are. Toughness 3.
Okay, so 6 wounds through on the rats. I imagine they don't have a save.
Oh, covered in the heaviest armor.
So you have to take them from the back, yeah. So we'll let you take those casualties off. I'll tell you what, I might as well shoot my handguns at you whilst I am here. So we've got 10 handgun shots. And it will be moved, which is -2 for handguns, and long range, so another -1. So it's going to be 6s followed by 4s. 2 possibles. And then we've got 1 kill.
Ooh.
A single, that's all you expect from 10 handguns. Just 1 wound at a time, every time. And that's why no one takes them. And then I've got the Pillar of Flame. So let's see. I do get that off on an 11.
That's off.
So, yes, because you've already attempted to dispel it. So could you Have you got the battle magic just in front of you? Excellent. Just double check if I place it 12 inches in front of me or 9 inches.
Centre of the hole is within 12 inches of the caster.
Okay, I think I'm just going to put it 12 inches straight forward, please. For now, and then actually no, put it put it here. So in case your giant rats try and march in column past.
You can get it further, you can get it to about there.
Perfect. So if your giant rats decide to try and do any crazy shenanigans, they're probably going to go through a column of flame.
See how he fears the giant rats.
I do fear the giant rats, man. All right, now I am going to fire my steam cannon into Sigmar Heldencheddar. Okay, so
10 from the back, remain.
10 from the back, as per tradition.
Trying to clip some gutter runners if you can.
Yes, but I think
you can certainly clip at least one.
Okay, so 4 inches plus 4 inches.
Is it a hit and a hit?
What, a hit and a hit? Okay, yep. So Heldencheddar first. Nope. And the gutter runner. Yes. I think he's dead.
I think he might be.
All right. So that's all the fine. So it comes down to the great cannons now. Let's go for... No, I didn't use... To be fair, I didn't use my free pivot. So my targets really are what is in front of me, in all fairness. So I really need to make it so if those giant rats banzai forward, even my handgunners can handle it. See what I mean? Like that's the situation. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm going to take my great cannon here, which I don't have the angle to go for Heldencheddar this turn. So we'll go for... I could go for the big clan rats, but I'm not going to take a meaningful chunk out of them. So we'll go for the guys in marching column over there. Okay. I know, controversial.
There is the option of bouncing into the rat ogres.
So the reason I'm not bouncing into the rat ogres is because I'm not 100% sure I can do it. Because we've checked the rules and it's like, oh, well, cannonballs get stopped by high linear obstacles and impassable terrain. But whenever I've played at tournaments, people have said you can't bounce it through woods.
Yeah, so you can bounce it into a wood, but not out the backside of a wood.
Yeah, something
seems strange.
Seems crazy. So what we're going to do is chat. If you know, dear viewers, if you know, get it down in the comment section, because that's really good for us to learn from that, because I can know that for going to my next tournament. Because if I can basically, because in the situation where you're in the woods, I can then see your unit. I could, put the cannonball at the back of the unit and then bounce it through and then hit the rat ogres. But I'm not confident in doing that, and I'd rather not do it than get it wrong.
Flavorfully, if the guy can't see through the wood, he wouldn't know the rat ogre's there to try and bounce.
Exactly.
But we'll sort of split the difference. Those rat ogres will be moving forwards and into your clear
exactly.
line of sight.
Yeah, exactly. So first cannon here, going into the giant rats, 10 inches from the back, 4 inches,
just away.
Plus. Now we need to decide now. Live by the tree or die by the tree, and then continue by it. I will let you.
Live by and die by the tree.
You want to live by?
Things very clear.
Fair enough. So I deferred to you before I obviously picked it up.
Takes away any questions, isn't it?
That's fine. That's fair enough. So it's a stick anyway. I will use my engineer reroll here for 4.
Which will hit 8. So that's his 3 ranks hit.
3 ranks. 3 dead.
Oh.
And then I'll do the next cannonball. Same thing. 4 and 8, which should hit 3 ranks.
Yep, there's 3 ranks left. So.
3 dead. So just now that, again, looking at that situation now, those rat darts, A, aren't in marching column anymore, which is good, because which slows your movement down. And B, it means that even if both of these rat darts went into my handgunners, I feel like they'd see you off with the stand and shoot and everything. So that now makes my war machines feel a lot less threatened than what they were. So it's interesting that, like, not normally targets I would go for, but trying to be somewhat strategic with my shooting to try and leverage an advantage on this flank and, spend a turn shooting to secure the artillery for the rest of the game. Hopefully, we don't know, but hopefully. So that is the end of the Empire turn. Of course, we've got no charges or anything. Only thing to do whilst we're here is it would be at the beginning of your turn, this thing would move. So let's just do that now.
Yeah.
2 inches. So 2
What is it
inches.
hungry for?
2 inches that way, basically. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, it's going to start. There we go. Going to start blowing it over that way. All right. And we'll now go into your turn proper, and we're back with the end of the Skaven movement strategy. Skaven movement and strategy has been completed. The surviving giant rats have scuttled forward, trying to move block and possibly redirect these spearmen. Now, you may notice that these spearmen do have a dice next to them. We forgot Father Gregori's prayer. We did it off camera, assuming he would fail it, and he actually rolled a 5. So they've got 5 at ward against shooting, which I don't think is going to matter.
But he got it.
But he got it. He got it. As you said, he stubbed his toe. Just a stream of expletives and curse words came out, which actually in the ancient tongue turned out to be a prayer. Yeah. And he invoked the Shield of Sigmar, Shield of Faith. So there we go. Now, these rats have come forward. You may have noticed the other rats have gone off the board. We remembered a panic check.
Yeah, they didn't go forward.
They
went backwards.
They failed. They were below half strength, so they fled. And they just basically bounced through the rat ogres and the warp lightning cannon straight off the board, basically, unfortunately. But the rat ogres have moved forward here, and the warp lightning cannon has it just twizzled a bit?
Moved forward a bit.
It's moved forward. Big unit of rats. You're coming at me this time.
Yeah. Somebody's got to have a fight. Somebody's got to be brave here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the rats at the back of the block that are brave.
Yes, yeah, pushing the others forward. You stayed still with a lot of other bits, but your guns, of course, have moved forward and a bit of a cheeky pivot and a move there. Helden Cheddar has gone forward 9 inches. And then the big one is, of course, your Steed of Shadows. Every time I encounter this spell, it vexes me. I'm terribly vexed. I've had Chaos Chosen bricks yeet themselves at me, and now I've had bloody gutter runners with 3 characters in it come at me. And you've done it very cleverly where I won't be able to charge with my steam tank.
That's the plan.
But I have to say, I am very grateful that I did end up deciding to put the steam tank on that flank rather than Father Gregori, because at least steam tank can try and pivot and steam gun you fairly consistently.
Are you telling me that Father Gregori couldn't hold the line?
Oh no, he'd hold the line, but everyone would die bit by bit as they got whittled away over the course of the game. So yeah, I mean, it's not great. You are probably going to start working your way round and everything. There's of course a risk of you moving here and then maybe charging front and rear and all that kind of stuff. So I've got my work cut out for me to try and slow this down. But fingers crossed, I will be able to whittle away. So that is all of your movement. Let's go to the shooting. Starting off, we are going to go for a couple of magical templates. Going for a Pillar of Fire. Let's see if you get it.
From a level 2.
Is it?
To a 9, which is a pass.
I believe it is a pass, yes.
Just by the skin of his teeth.
Yep, so Pillar of Fire. So we'll do that one for Pillar of Fire. So the crosshairs Pillar of Fire. And the little Auspex can be Cloud of Corruption.
Cloud of Corruption, which is cast by my level 4.
No, that's a miscast. Roll the 2d6 and see what happens. Yeah, do it in the tray. In the tray.
Got the tray already.
5 is not great, but not horrendously bad. I'm pretty certain it doesn't go off, but we'll see.
Miscast table 5. Calamitous detonation. Center a 3-inch blast over the wizard. Every model friend or foe who lies underneath the templates has a risk of being hit with a strength 6, AP -2.
Nice. So I think 3-inch template is just going to be those two guys, man. Because it's 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. So 1 hit. It's each model or the unit?
Model, I believe.
Just double check.
Every model.
Okay, so 1 wound on the gutter runners. No, he dodged out the way. 1 wound on the chieftain. Yes,
wounded.
AP.
-2, which ignores his armor.
So he takes a wound.
Yes, and the seer.
The seer themselves, yeah. No, so not as bad as it could have been.
Not as bad at all.
But still not great either. Have you got the little dice there? Oh, that's his Warpstone dice, is it? Fair enough. Okay, and you didn't get it off, which is the important thing for me.
Yes.
Now, do you know what any of the magic?
That is all the magic in the shooting phase.
So, what are the shooting do you want to do?
So, let's start off with the warp lightning cannon. Let's roll.
Can it move and shoot?
No, it cannot. I did move it. Thank you. And then we'll move on to the rattling guns.
Shall we mention the discussion we had off camera re warp lightning cannon and forests?
Oh yeah.
Because we weren't sure if the warp lightning cannon could actually shoot through the forest either, because its rules are so wacky.
Yeah,
that we're not sure.
The warp lightning cannon has cannon in its name, but nowhere else is it mentioned that it does anything to do with being a cannon. It doesn't fire like a cannon. It has its own set of rules, which, being a legacy faction, are not complete.
Yes. So we did have the discussion of can it shoot through the forest. Now, again, we erred on the side of caution.
And I'd rather not shoot through the forest
than
risk shooting through a forest.
Exactly. So, but again,
Apparently.
let us know, because that's really important, because if you're a Skaven player and the warp lightning cannon could technically allow you to, you can get a couple of them, place them behind a forest, which you're always going to have in deployment zone, and just like yeeting lightning out of it.
Yeah.
That's actually a powerful tactic.
If your opponent can't return fire.
Yes.
Then...
Yeah. So, and in a tournament situation, that's an important thing to play by rules as written. So we're playing it safe today, guys, because we don't want to, we're having a nice game. We don't want to be, actually, rules as written. We're playing it safe today, but let us know, because we do both go to tournaments, and being able to have that kind of stuff at the tournament table is absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
So continue with your shooting, sir.
Yeah, so my rattling guns are considerably out of range. The Giselles may be in range, though.
I think they will be.
30-inch range, and they didn't move. So they're going to take some pot shots into that unit.
So I believe one will get cover.
Yeah, the other two should be fine.
So 2 shots, long range.
Yep, so, let me pull up.
Are they...
Know off by heart what Giselles do.
I reckon their ballistic skill is going to be 3.
I'm betting it's 3 as well, because why would the most glorious Skaven marksman be accurate?
No, well, they're not.
No sense.
They don't get it on merit, mate.
No.
These are Skaven. They get it on. Did they give the most cheese to the engineer?
Wonderful ballistic skill 3.
Okay, so 5 to hit with the first 2 shots.
5 to hit with the first 2 shots.
1 hit and a 6 to hit with the last shot. No.
1 hit at.
I think strength 5.
Strength 6.
4. 2 to wounds.
No, of course not.
It's a green pebble again. It's not actually a warp zone bullet. It's a green pebble.
Perfect.
You did say that you thought Scryer hadn't sent you the best stuff again.
Well, why would they?
Exactly.
In their best. It's to their advantage to only give out the garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see over here. How many guys can throw stuff at this tank?
So that is your maximum distance to me. So I think, is it 3 guys?
That looks like
1, 2, 3.
That's a BSB, a chieftain, and 2 guys, I think, and obviously the Grey Seer as well. Possibly
Okay. Yes, the Grace. Yeah, I think you've definitely got these 2. I think these 2 aren't quite in.
Yeah, well, I think his line of sight would have blocked anyway. So even if he's
right. Yes, indeed.
So I've got 2 lads with poison weapons. They have moved. They are at long range, so they are -1 to hit. So they're hitting on 4s. 6 is a poison.
Okay.
It's
all hit, but no poison.
That's not ideal.
And then 6 is to wound. No, sadly not. Didn't manage to get it through the vision slit.
Yeah. We're not going to bother throwing death globes at the tank, because even though you've got a reasonable chance of failing your initiative test,
it's 1 wound. Yeah. You want to save that for over here, yeah.
But that's only the first turn of poison bullshit. So
Yeah.
going to be the worst of them, so don't worry, lads. Don't worry.
All right.
I think that's turn.
That's turn. So, let's see where the template... Should we see where each template moves?
Yeah.
So this one first. Ooh. 6 inches, I reckon. How tough is it? How tough are rat ogres?
Not tough enough.
I reckon I can...
That's a hit and bounce out the other side, right? I assume that's what you're going for.
Maybe. Can I bounce it that way?
That way, yes. So you could get... Like that would just touch.
Okay.
And then it will bounce through to over here.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I can quite get the clown rats.
Right there.
That's fine. And then your one?
Come on.
Hey! Okay, so where do you want to go? I think that might be just out to hit me.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
But it's getting there.
Definitely, but yeah, I don't think I am there.
Okay. All right. So that is we'll resolve those hits and stuff off camera, and we'll be back with the rest of the movement and strategy. Movement and strategy is complete. We started off with doing Curse of Arrow Attraction onto, or should we say Bullet Attraction, onto the Rat Ogres, which we successfully got off. The Pillar of Fire did a couple of wounds to them as well. And then for movement, we went for a charge with Father Gregori's unit. The rats decided to flee. They're like, "Oh no, demon! Demon! It is ravenous Gregori, the eternally horny!" And Gregori was like, "Oh, come here, lover!"
Leaving a trail of giant rats to lead him away from the
Yeah. He's not interested in them. He's got his sights on his new wife.
Oh, he's got standards.
He's got nah, they're just too small for him to see it through his drunken haze. That's all it is.
This mother rat is definitely wearing a skirt as well.
Yes, absolutely. So you fled 10 inches. I chased you 11 inches, but because of where you started, I didn't catch you. But fortunately, I have got out of any sort of flanking arc from the rat ogres, which is good, and I'm hoping they're all going to be dead, to be honest, but still, you never know. So that's all of my movement. My steam tank did do a bit of steam power. It sort of moved forward a bit and then round. I know you're going to evasive, but when you evasive, you have to fall back in good order, which means you have to fall back from me. So I've got close to you to try and force you to fall back from sort of my centre, as it were.
That's right, pushing the cloud of gutter runners back out.
Exactly, which is hopefully make it a little harder for you to come around here and everything. Also, can you just measure? Am I within 24-inch range here? Because I actually had an extra inch of movement. And if I can, I will try and be... I mean, you might evasive. No, and the extra inch wouldn't matter. And when you evasive, it won't matter anyway, so that's fine. But I was thinking if perhaps I could deny your Steed of Shadows, but not now. No. Okay, so let's... I tried to dispel... this, but I was unsuccessful. I got a 9, but I needed 10. But I have moved into range of the guy who's cast it, so next turn, hopefully, unless you are very sneaky, I should be able... Yeah, just runs away. I should be able to get you. So let us start off with... we'll start off with this stuff over here, and then we'll do this at the end, because it'll be a little bit more complicated. So we will begin with the Curse of Bullet Attraction. And we're going to fire the handguns into the rat ogres. Okay, so we've got 9 shots, 1 more dice here. So this is going to be hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. Well, good job on rerolling 1s, because that was a pretty poor volley otherwise. Come on, lads. We got a hit. Need a 4 to wound. No. Right. Fine.
Guns, man.
Fine. Fucking fine. So we'll go for a fireball. No. Right. So these dice, we're going to put those away now.
Bribed that wizard.
You've bribed the wizard. Yeah. Let's get some other dice. You can't rely on mages. Apparently can't rely on guns either. So let's go for the Hellblaster volley gun into the rat ogres.
Jink.
So, first dice. I'm going to use an engineer reroll. 6 shots. Plus 10 shots. Plus 6 shots. 22 shots. Now, the big question is, do I use my other engineer to boost the ballistic skill? I'm going to say no, because I actually want at least 1 engineer for the great cannons. Yeah. So that's 9 there. That's 11. So the first 11 hit on 5s, you're rolling 1s. So 6 hit, not 6 hits, 5 hits and 3 misses and 2 1s. Both translated, and they're wounding on 3s. Those fail. So you've got 3 wounds at AP -1 so far. And then we'll do the next volley, which got another hit, a couple of rerolls, and 2 more wounds. So that was 5 wounds in total, AP -1.
6 up saves.
6 up saves.
So you 1 taking 4.
That will kill 2. Kill the injured one and that one. Now, are they immune to psychology or frenzy or anything like that?
They are frenzied.
So you don't...
I do have to roll to see if one of them goes on to the Packmaster, which I believe is a 4-up for the wound to pass on to the Packmaster.
What happens if he takes it though? Do they go?
I think it just kills him because he definitely can't survive it.
I just mean, do the rats go feral or something?
It massively lowers the leadership. It's like 7 down to 5 leadership.
Right. Right. So we've double checked the rule, and you're meant to roll safe from harm before you roll to wound. But as we've gone so far down the process at this point, we're just going to leave it this time. But we'll remember it for next time. So how it works is you roll to hit, and then before you roll to wound, the attacking player rolls a dice for each hit, and on a 1 to 4 it hits the rat ogre, and on a 5 or 6 it hits the Packmaster. But as we've already rolled all of our wounds and then saves been taken, it just starts getting a little bit messy. So we'll leave it this time and we'll get it right next time.
Chances are the Packmaster would have eaten one of those hits, but it's actually in my benefit to have that happen, and I missed the rule, so I'm happy to not have the Packmaster die. Playing
it very fairly. Very good, sir. Shall we go for some great cannonage then? The greatest of cannons. I do want to go for Warp Lightning Cannon, but I feel mean for doing it.
Sorry.
Okay. We'll go for the Great Cannon into the Warp Lightning Cannon. You check in.
It's the Pillar of Fire line of sight blocking, but I don't think
it may be.
No, it's just dangerous terrain.
Okay. So we're gonna go for the Great Cannon into the Warp Lightning Cannon. We're gonna do it from here. So do we get it? 2 from the back.
So you're 8 inches away from the back.
Not in the tray.
4 inches away.
2 and 2. Will that even make it?
No.
It does not make it. So, engineer reroll.
Oh boy.
No!
Oh no!
Nothing happens. It just sticks in the mud.
Oh.
Because it was the bounce.
Oh,
it just sticks in the
yes.
mud. So we'll go for the next Great Cannon doing the same thing.
Same thing, eh?
No!
Same thing.
Oh no. It goes off anyway?
I don't know.
We'll check. I think that might just be nothing bad happens. We'll be back in just a second. With all of the attention of the engineers on this side of the battery, there wasn't anyone watching the fuse on this side of the battery. It turns out that the crew were too busy just picking their noses and swapping tails like old wives, and they hadn't seen the fuse had gone out on the stick. So now the cannon doesn't fire. So they're rather embarrassingly they're just oh yes, a slight delay, boss. Don't worry, we'll sort it out. Fucking hell, relight it. Like, come on. So so nothing from the cannons this turn. Although to be fair, they did very well last turn. Yeah, very. Yeah. So let's go for the steam gun over here. So you will go evasive. So fall back in good order.
What you lads? 3 inches, 4 inches for being a Skaven, plus D3 for Swift Stride, plus another 2 for Swift Stride.
So 6 inches in total.
Yeah.
So you move your 6 inches back, and then we'll see if I can still flame any of you. This is where the gutter runners end up after they've been evasive, and I can now get 1. Doesn't matter where. Well, I can get 2 partials.
2.
No, I can get 2 partials. Yeah. So 2 4-ups to see if I hit you. Not on the tray. Nope. And then we'll go for the steam cannon, and we'll place it 10 inches from the back of Helden Cheddar. Let's see what happens. 2 inches plus 8 inches.
That'll touch him.
That'll hit him. And then it does wound him. So 5 up regen. Hey. That's the second cannonball. He's tanked so far. I'm getting a little concerned. I was hoping at least one of them would have gone through by now.
It's not pigeons. The only thing that he's vulnerable to is pigeons.
It's the only one of those pigeons.
Deathly allergic to pigeons, completely immune to cannonball.
All right. So that, I believe, is going to be the end of my turn. Not as much as I would have liked. I mean, the rats fled off. Those rats have fled. The rat ogres are pretty bad.
And that flame template is in just the wrong place.
That flame template is just in the wrong place. Let's go for the templates now, because it's the end of my turn. So how far does my 1 move? 1. That will allow me to go for the clan rats, basically.
And how far does mine go? I hit the tray. I can't.
3, so just straight through. Yeah, that's fine. Although, to be fair, you would get the chance to dispel mine first.
Would I? Okay, well,
yes. So try to spell it.
2 dice.
Let me bring that close to you, man.
Which
No.
we don't get.
So we're all gravy there. And you would have had +2 to that because of your guy being in range now.
In range of...
Yeah, I've meant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it didn't go off
Still
anyway,
not,
so it's
not.
fine. So we'll resolve the attacks off camera, and we're back with the Skaven turn to movement and strategy phase. Yeah. These damn dastardly rats, sir. They are being sneaky. So in your movement and strategy, you got every spell that you wanted off on this unit. The Grey Seer ate his Warpstone crack and went absolutely bananas. And so now they've cunningly flown around the Pillar of Fire, their own Pillar of Fire.
You can trust.
And then you've also got Demonic Vigor, Demonic Vessel.
We got Steed of Shadows off to get into that position.
Exactly. So it's looking pretty good over there. Now, elsewhere, the Rat Ogre's just come around here so that even if I try and march away, you are going to be able to hit me. So I'm probably just going to have to, in my turn that way. And then you've thrown this unit of rats into my face to try and force me to have to deal with that, because if I don't, it's going to start going into Boomtown. And then your rattling guns aren't quite in range, and they had to be a little bit careful because the Pillar of Fire is still...
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Uncomfortably close.
And speaking of Pillar of Fires, I lost 5 halberdiers, you lost 3 clan rats. And speaking of clan rats, your other unit came here and is now knocking on the door like, "Man-Thing, quick, delivery! Yep. We have jar for you!" And then this guy... For the brain! I mean, not for your brain! Totally not for your brain! And then Sigmar Helden Cheddar has bounded forward, and he is 7 inches away from my steam tank, so I might be able to get a charge off on him next turn. I've never had a steam tank versus a Hell Pit, so even if it's not the right move, I will definitely go for that charge because it will be the cool move. But now we have your shooting. Now you've got your Warp Lightning Cannon. Your Rattling Guns aren't in range, but your Jezzails are. So it'll be Warp Lightning Cannon, Jezzails, and then whatever the Grey Seer can do.
Yeah, let's chuck a whole fistful of dice and see how far this Warp Lightning Cannon can shoot.
That's a long way.
That is 10, 20,
26 inches. 26 inches in a straight line. Now, is it from any point?
It's in my front arc, right? So
okay, so you can avoid...
Here, I can just...
You can hit a handgunner!
Is that me, a handgunner?
Nice! Oh, no. Is it 2 handgunners?
It might be 2 handgunners.
Do you want to use the...
Go on, let's get
this. We've specially made for this purpose. You can officially hit 2 handgunners.
Get zapped, boy.
Nice. Well, do I? Do I get zapped? Do you have your artillery dice? Or would you like to borrow my slightly misbehaving one? Have you got one?
I'm not trust your... after all I said, I'm not trusting your artillery dice.
Okay.
All right, so for the strength of the shot...
8. That's okay. So 2's to wound, 2's to kill.
Get
there
zapped.
You go. 2 will dead. I am probably going to take these 2 to try and make your arc a different thing.
Wise.
There we are.
All right, we're going to put 3 Jezzails into that block of halberdiers then.
Into the halberdiers.
Hitting on 5s for long range. On a roll of a 1, I need to roll a dice and see if I roll another 1. If I roll another 1, I take a wound.
Yes.
We take a wound.
That was also a green pebble, but it got stuck in the breach.
That was a 2 well-ground Warpstone powder.
Yeah, 2 well-ground. It is 2 fine. To wound, needing 2s.
6 2s. That's 2 wounds. An AP minus 3 or 2.
There we go.
But it's a dead guy.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
Brilliant. So now it's just like poison crap and death globes over here.
Oh my god. There's a lot that could be happening here.
Yeah, so the Grey Seer and the BSB both have death globes.
Oh, you can just use this thing because we know what we'll use the tokens for the Pillars of Fire, and then we'll just put this on top when we're working out who gets hit by it.
So the Grey Seer is going to throw his.
I guess right.
This is a better point, isn't it?
Does it have to go into the middle of the unit?
I believe I choose a guy
to
target with it. So I'm going to choose that particular.
Well, you'd have to choose someone who you can actually see. Don't forget your line of sight will be blocked by your own rats.
Let me read the thing.
If it's requires line of sight for you to see.
Yeah, I think I see and target the unit and then pick a model within that unit.
Okay, just do it. It's fine. I don't think it makes a huge difference. So You go there. It will hit 9 guys. So does it do partials?
Yeah, it will be partials. I'm guessing. It's all guessing. Target a specific model within its target unit.
Okay.
Make a roll to hit as normal.
Okay, so what's your ballistic skill?
4 up.
No.
That's a no. So the BSB will do the same thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So 9 guys.
Anybody whose base lies underneath must make an initiative test. There's no risk of hit.
Okay.
Underneath. So it's 9 initiative tests.
9 initiative tests. Okay, so I need to roll low on 9 dice. I have done so. So I will lose 4 guys. It's better than last time when I lost to everyone. And they're once per game, right?
Yeah, 1 use per instance of purchasing. That is both of them used up.
Okay, that's not too bad. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
I've definitely been on the receiving end of a bad death globe in the past. That was just a sort of a man flu globe more than anything else, to be fair.
Well, the first one did nothing, so it all balances out in the end.
Yeah.
So let's have a look over here then. We have 1 guy at short range, 2 guys at short range. He's out. So over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 guys at short range. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 guys at long range then.
Okay. So why don't you get your dice together for this, or have you got them here already?
Not enough of them.
Okay, so get your dice together and we'll roll this because we've not seen these guys in action for a while. So the white dice will be hitting on 4s, the green dice will be hitting on 3s, all 6s are poisoned. Okay, let's see what you end up with there.
1 poison, 2 poisons.
2 poisoned.
These are hitting on 4s, so that is 2 more. That's a hit, that's a miss, that's a miss. That misses, that's a miss.
Okay.
And these are hits.
And then rolling to hit.
Rolling to wound with the
Rolling to wound, sorry. So this is
strength 4.
Strength 4 now because of your spell, so 3s. Ooh, it's not a great one. I've definitely got away with that there.
So that is 5 AP minus 1 wounds.
6 even.
6 AP minus 1 wounds.
AP minus 1, so no saves. That would just be 6 guys gone.
AP minus 1 coming from the spells.
AP minus 1 coming from the spells as well. So normally that would be a panic check. But because so I take my panic test and I passed it.
Oh, we're panicking, lads. Nah.
Because I have hold the line and I automatically pass any panic checks I am forced to take. So it's a rule that you overlook it and then it comes up more often than you think and you're like, thank God I'm immune to panic. All right. Well, any more shooting or is that it?
I think that's everything.
All right. Well, shall we do some pillars of fire? But before we do, I'm going to try and dispel your pillar of fire. And you don't get a chance to dispel mine just yet. Nope. So you get to move your pillar of fire, and I will. You know what? I'm going to be sneaky about this casualty movement. Just in case, you know.
Big brain.
Just in case. So my pillar of fire is going to move 1 inch again. That might be enough just to touch the clan rats, because it's it's like that big, but it might not be. And you will get to move the pillar of fire 6 inches. So right into your...
Yeah, of course.
Guys, so no, I'm guessing straight
Sabotage the Skaven way.
Straight through there. All right.
Yeah, so let's go like this to bounce into there and come out on this corner.
Cool.
Here.
Cool. So you move your one there. Just put it through roughly, and then let's see if I can hit anything with my whole 1 inch. So the center is going to be there. Can you measure to see if I'm within an inch of that unit? Bear in mind, I do get to count your movement tray.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, so I am just in range. So bang.
And bang.
Bang through there. Jesus. All right, so we'll fall out just about there. Okay, it was a close run thing, but there we are. All right, so let's we'll do all of the Pillar of Flame hits off camera, and we'll be back with the rest of the Empire movement and strategy. Empire movement, and we are starting to feel hard pressed across the line. Father Gregori did get a prayer off. He got a march test off, and he got a prayer off, And he has gone for reroll ones to hit and wound. And they have turned, and they are ready to face the Ratto, which has to charge them because it's got Frenzy.
Bride of Gregori.
The Bride of Gregori is coming to the bridal suite. Walking down the aisle. That's so good. The Bride of Gregori. We also used our free pivot over here. We tried to get Curse of Arrow Attraction off, but you were successful in dispelling it. And we weren't quite in grape shot range. I was really hoping I was going to be, but...
Obviously, that was a master stroke of the Skaven axe. It's perfectly measured and placed.
If
not at all the result of forgetting that grape shot existed and getting very lucky.
Oh, man. Honestly, I think a grape shot, if I'd had just even one cannon in range, it could have turned the tide there, but it is what it is. I am just going to, in case you decide to kill my engineers, by the way, I'm just going to move to here. Just get out of the way. Yeah, because I don't need them for anything else. And I went for the charge over here, like I said I would, because I'm a man of my word. I'm an officer and a gentleman, so there we are.
I think that's a good charge for you. I think that is a good result.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. How many regens can you pass? How many impact hits do I roll?
Does it count as a cannonball? If it does, yes, I can pass the regen.
So, over to shooting. And first thing we have to do... I think the first thing we have to do is the Hellblaster volley gun. We've got to go for the biggie. Okay. So, you are -2 to hit.
Skirmisher and the Shadow Magnet Trinket.
But I am in half range.
Yes.
I
will not be evasiving because the board edge is right there.
So, let's see the number of shots. 4. 10. 6. 20 shots. I will be boosting that with my Engineer's ballistic skill, giving me 5 to hit. Brilliant. I needed that, man. Yeah. I needed that. Okay, so we've got 5. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is the first half. First ripple of volley gun fire. Okay, we've got 4 hits. It's not bad. Okay, and wounding. Are you still T4?
I'm T4 from my spell.
Okay. Okay, they're 4 dead.
Yeah.
So 4 down. The next volley of fire. Come on, lads. It's only 1 hit.
Oh,
so many 4s. So many 4s.
Smoke from the first volley blocks the sight.
But it does kill another one.
So it's 4 dead total, is that?
5 dead total.
5 dead total.
So I believe that will be a panic test.
1, 2,
you have taken 25% casualties in one go.
4.
It will only force you to fall back in order.
No. 5. There we go.
So you will have to take a panic test.
Yes.
You are leadership 7. It could be bad.
Have a BSB in the unit.
You have a BSB in the unit. It's okay. Oh!
They were about to.
Oh!
But then they turned around and they saw the threatening not a hit claw, totally just a BSB.
Oh, man. I thought I had you then. I thought I had you then.
Still, 5 gutter runners is a good amount of death.
Yes.
Pull those for you.
Okay, I'm going to go for Fireball now. It's gone off on a mighty... So your magic resistance 1, so it's gone off on 10 in total. So you will need to roll a 7 or higher on 2 dice.
We can do that.
No.
This time.
So 2d6 hits. Just 6. Wounding on 4s?
I believe so. Yep, strength 4, toughness 4.
2 more dead, because I don't think you have armor, do you?
Don't have armor. Well, some of my guys in there have armor, but it's only the characters you're hitting the unit still.
Okay, now I have to admit, that feels much better now. The death globes are gone, and the amount of poison, which it's these guys which are doing the hard work. Yeah. And so with so many of them being gone, I feel a little bit better now. I was very worried if that shooting hadn't gone off.
Yeah.
But if you hadn't had that -1 to hit amulet, bro, that would have been just gone.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. 40-point amulets, but it's
worth
like
it.
This, so
yeah,
much.
Very worth it. I don't know if I said, but I failed my charge over here. Yeah. In case I forgot to mention it. Speaking of, we've got a bit of shooting. The handgunner is going to try and shoot into the bride of Gregori. They'll only
rob him of his wedding night.
Well, I don't think so. They've only got 5 shots. They're hitting on 6s followed by 4s. Oh, maybe. They're like, Gregori, no! 1 wound, AP 1.
Yep, so it's a 6-up save.
It feels it.
Down to 2.
And Gregori's like, oh, isn't she got a beautiful singing voice? It's from getting shot. Okay, so we've still got 2 engineers, you know, and we didn't use either engineer reroll. So, I am sick of this motherfucking pillar of flame on this motherfucking battlefield. Cannonball 10 inches from the back of the Warlock engineer who casted it.
Risky business. Let's go. Take measure.
Where have I put my artillery dice? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Which cannon first?
We'll do this cannon. No, this one, because I'm not sure this one can see the cannon, the lightning cannon.
Gotcha.
So this one first. Okay, so bang on.
Bang on. That'll do it. Does it bounce further?
Yes, because of the Giselles. No, that's fine. I'm not.
Sticks in the wall.
I'm not going to re-roll that. And then we've got the to wound. It does wound, and it does a minimum of 2 damage.
He's dead.
Be gone, bitch. See, we don't dispel. That we use cannons. I cast gun. That's it. I cast gun. And the next cannon is going to go into the warp lightning cannon, and exactly the same situation. So 8 inches from the back will hit, and then wound, and then 2 wounds. So it's still going.
Pretty sure it's on 1 wound.
It might be on 2.
I'm going to check, but I think it's down to 1.
Okay, fair play, fair play. So it's still going to get another turn to do its thing, which is cool. And I think that's all of my shooting. She's done all the spells. I want to keep my Pillar of Flame going. And cannons are fired, hell blasters are fired, handguns are fired. So we're going to go over to combat, of which there is 1. So I am going to impact hit Sigmar Heldencheddar.
Cannon itself has 2 wounds.
Nice.
4 wounds, 2 remaining.
Nice. So it's how many impact hits on Sigmar Heldencheddar? Every time. 3. Okay, so at least
5.
I will have to check my strength. 1 second. We'll just do it live because I've got the book here. Strength 6, so 1 wound.
Cool.
It's AP 2 though, so just a regen.
We have armor. We have regeneration.
No, you've taken it.
Cool. We're down to 5 wounds remaining.
I'm going to prod you with the engineer who misses, and then you get to hit me back.
Let's go. All right. I don't think it's worth lying down on you.
Belly flop.
Belly flopping you. There's only 1 tank, right? So we'll deal our D6 plus 1 random attacks. I think it is. This will be easier with D6 plus 1 attacks for 4 attacks.
4 attacks. What's your weapon skill?
Not great. Weapon skill 3.
Hit on 4s. Do you need me to pass you some dice? You okay?
So I got 4, didn't I?
4 in total. 3 hits. Strength.
6.
So 5's to wound.
Got 1.
1 wound. And
AP minus something probably.
is it AP anything?
Probably AP minus 1, but I need to.
Do you want to double check? We're back in a second. AP 1, so that means I have taken a wound. So I am going to have 9 left over. And then we go to stomps.
Stomping phase.
I get 4 stomps.
Nice.
And I get 3 wounds on you. 2 wounds, sorry. Now, there's no AP on this, but you don't care because you just regen anyway.
Pass on film.
But pass on film, but you count as taking 3 for combat res.
And I get D3 plus 1 for 2.
2 stomps.
Wounding strength 6. That's
No.
wounds.
So you lose combat. Are you unbreakable?
I am.
So you give ground 2 inches. And there's no real advantage to me following up, but you might bounce around me if you do.
I can't charge you in the flank.
But you might just physically bounce around, just move out the way. So I'll just follow up because I'm slowly running you over. I might take a few turns, but I'm slow. But I don't get my impact hits now. I really needed a big impact hit, and every single time I roll the steam tank impact hits, I roll a 1. I've never rolled more than a 1. Sometimes I roll like a 2. Yeah. Sorry, but I've never rolled higher than that. All right, so but we are driving them. Drive them, men, drive them. So going to Skaven turn 3, is it?
Skaven turn 3, yeah.
Well, before we do you want to try and dispel my Pillar of Fire? You are in range of the caster now. Oh, thank God for that. So right. You need +4. That will be gone. Get out of here. So no more Pillars of Fire. Very nice. Okay. So let us go into your turn. It's I think there's going to be a couple of Skaven charges, maybe 1-2 charges. Yes. Have to see. Maybe another charge here. Yeah,
the Red Ogre's frenzied, right? So he doesn't really have a choice. He's going in.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll do all that off camera, and we're back in a moment. Skaven turn 3 has got off to a very Skavenous start. There's lots of schemes and plans within plans. So Sam went for the charge with his Grey Seer into my Hellblaster volley gun, which I wasn't expecting, but he only rolled just enough to get in. Even with a reroll thanks to Warband, you only rolled enough.
And Swift
Stride. So you rolled 10. You were just over 10 away. Now because your skirmishers, just over 9 away. So because your skirmishers, the Grey Seer gets there, but then everyone else has to try and, using their movement, form the fighting rank. Anyone who can't form a fighting rank forms the subsequent ranks behind. So the Grey Seer forms a rank of 1. Because he was at the very edge of the formation, no one else can get to the fighting rank, so they just stack up against each other, but in a series of 1-man rank marching columns.
Yes. And now, if I had a unit strength of 10, the Grey Seer would be able to use Vermin's Valor to flee to the back of the unit and put a real fighter in. Unfortunately.
I do not have a unit. Yeah, you don't have a unit strength of 10. So the Grey Seer, with his hand weapon and what weapon skill 3?
Something along those lines.
Is going to have to try and beat the cannon crew. And ironically, the cannon crew, because they're also skirmishers, they get to move up and they actually get 3 attacks. So it's it's going to be kind of interesting what happens here. You decided not to go for the charge here because being Skaven, unless you have a 4-to-1 advantage, you're not willing to go in. And you thought, well, there's 2 rattling guns here. They might as well get to do something first. So you're planning on thinning me down with the rattling guns. And then whoever survives, you're going to try and finish off with the charge. It's going to be, this is going very badly for me here. And then over here, these rats made a very, they got a nice long charge and they hit the front of the steam tank. But because of the fact they couldn't close the ranks, so the steam tank and the rat ogre had to close for them, they made a disorder charge. So no initiative bonus and no rank bonus or anything like that. So it's not a great one, but they're in and they pass a terror test, which is good. And then the Bride of Gregori.
Made its way down the aisle.
It's made its way down the aisle. Father Gregori is ready.
Dress and armpit hair flowing in the gentle breeze.
Yes. All right. So that's all the movement. Shall we go over to some shooting? I believe it's just the Warp Lightning Cannon and it's all Scryer stuff. It's all Scryer all the way. So where are we starting first, my good man?
Let's start with the Warp Lightning Cannon. Let's see how far we can shoot.
Okay, so 8d6 range.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. 4, 10,
15,
6 and 6, 12,
22?
22 inches.
That may not be enough.
We might be able to shoot some clan rats though.
Yes, any opportunity.
22. We're out of range.
Not quite in range. Do you want to put it through your own clan rats for the hell of it?
I mean,
motivate them forward a bit. There's absolutely zero advantage to you doing it.
There is absolutely zero advantage. How many would I hit?
I think you'd hit 5. You'd hit 5 of them.
No, we're not going to do it. I think we're holding on to this game by the skin of our teeth.
Fair enough.
So I think 5 clan rats will make a difference.
Okay.
What a thing to say.
What a thing to say. It's never been said before that 5 clan rats might make the difference. So where are we going next?
Put some Gisele's in because they're dead easy.
Gisele's in. So You need 3 shots.
3 shots.
Hit,
on
5s, as we know. Yeah. No, there's a 1 though. No, it's fine. It was just not a good shot, but it wasn't a pebble or overly ground warp zone powder. It's rattling time, I think. Oh dear, there you go, sir.
Thank you. So rattling gun 1, which will be the one nearest the wizard.
Do you want to roll both at the same time? There we go.
Rattling gun 1 gets 10 shots.
Okay. You've got enough dice over there, haven't you? There you go. You've here is 6, 7.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Some of these are yours.
Yeah.
5 to range.
That's a big 1.
That's a big 1. So we'll hold on to that.
Hold on to that. And then
the second rattling gun we might as well.
You're doing the same, yeah.
Same stuff.
For
For
8 shots.
4. 4 for
big
the
2. A big 2. So 3 in total. 3s to wounds. So strength 4, AP 1. 2 dead. There you go. That could have been a lot worse.
Single shot rattling gun.
That could have been a lot worse, man. So now it's combat. Where do you want to start?
Let's start.
I think we should save that till last.
Okay.
Truly, because I think that's funny. So
we'll go in order of comedic value then. We'll start off with the Singwar Helden cheddar.
Okay, so your initiative is probably higher than mine.
I don't know what the initiative of Steam Tank is. I'm guessing like 3 or something, right?
It's 3, yeah. If you
I
throw a brass orbit on a 50-50, it dies.
Yeah, I'm initiative 4 on the Hell Pit, so let's roll a D6 plus 1 number of hits.
That's 6 attacks, so you'll be hitting on 4s.
That's not great.
2 hits.
2 hits at strength 6.
So 5 to wound.
Nothing.
No wounds. The clan rats will get 5 attacks.
4, right? 5 attacks.
Yeah, hitting on 4s.
Better. Come on,
and then
clan
wounding
rats.
on 6s.
Come on, clan rats. Save the day. There's a
Whoa.
wound.
That could make all the difference. Okay, and then I get my engineer who's going to prod a clan rat because it's slightly easier to kill. No, it's not. And then I'm going to stomp. I think I have to stomp the clan rats because they're easier to kill. Yeah. But Helden Cheddar is actually worth points, and the Steam Tank will never get through. I've got to go for Helden Cheddar because he's actually worth. I can actually have a chance of getting him.
You might get it.
It's only 2 though, but it's 2 wounds.
5 ups.
Oh, but you do count as having taken 2. You get your stomps back now.
My stomps back. D3 plus 1 for 4.
Ooh, very nice.
Strength 6, so 5s.
Nothing. So working this out, you took 2 wounds. I took 1 wound. I have close order. I imagine you have 2 close orders. Do you have a banner? No.
I have no banner.
Do you have a musician?
I have no musician. There is nothing.
It's a straight draw.
Straight draw.
It's a straight draw.
Shake hands.
Okay, so the Steam Tank holding on. I'm going for Helden Cheddar because if I can kill him, I can get 235 points. You're just getting lucky on those regens.
Then you can break the rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Break him.
Bride of Gregori. So your initiative plus 1 for the charge distance.
Yeah. Puts me on to initiative 5.
So you will go first because you will go at the same time as my Empire General.
Cool.
So Gregori is going to make way so he can get both his attacks on.
Hey.
Also, he wants to meet his bride.
Does that mean I can hit Gregori from where I'm standing?
It does mean you can hit Gregori from where you're standing.
You're going to swing on Gregori.
You're going
like every good romance.
Okay.
So we have 3 attack space plus 1 for frenzy at weapon skill 4.
So 4 to hit. So unfortunately, only 1 roll to hit.
But that's a great strength 5.
So 3's to wound. It is a wound. Gregori needs a dice. Okay, so he has a 5+ save, which cannot be improved or disproved in any way. No, so he's taking a wound. All right, so now Gregori is like, careful, love. That hurt.
Bit of rough housing.
I like it rough. Oh, I like it rough. So the Gregori is going to strike back with. He's not technically out in this initiative order.
Fine.
Technically, he's last. Technically, he's last. So
Everybody else has been polite.
Gregori is going to hit you with 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2, he wants it. He's like, give it a cuddle. He's at strength 6.
Toughness 4.
He's killed it. And Gregori, well,
topples his bride.
He topples his bride, and everyone looks away while some unspeakable thing.
What a wedding night.
What? Ooh, it's a wedding night never to forget. She made a man of me, she did. The ravenous Gregori has successfully married his first bride, but he is very, very ravenous, and there are many more ladies that require his attention. I love your face to this whole thing. All right, so Gregori has killed a rat ogre, which is crazy, and I actually feel bad for that rat ogre. I'm not going to lie. Let us move swiftly on before this video gets any more demonetized. It's a loving relationship. Let's understand here. Gregori is a very loving man. He's a lot of love to give. He wears his heart on his sleeve. It's just very, very ravenous. All right, his appetites are insatiable. Let's see, where are we next? Over here. Okay, so this is the bring the tray over. This is the stupid one. Okay. Okay, so how many attacks does a Grey Seer have?
I believe the Grey Seer has 2 attacks.
Okay.
That's initiative high.
Okay.
Oh, 3 attacks because we used our Skaven.
Spell, yeah. So what's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 3.
Okay, so hitting on 4s.
Kill. Oh my
1
goodness.
hit. What is your strength?
3.
So force to wound. You've killed a crew member.
Hey.
Okay, now the crew are going to strike back. They're also going to hit you on 4s.
Yeah.
They've got a hit. And they're also going to wound this. So I need a 5. Do you have a save?
I have no save.
No. So I do lose, but fortunately, I am within range of my general and BSB. So leadership. So you'll win by 1.
Yeah.
So leadership 9, rerollable. That would mean I fall back in good order. That's fine. I'm not fleeing. So it would just mean I bounce through, essentially. I could choose to re-roll that, but if I do...
What's the worst that can happen? Failure unmodified and run properly.
No, it's fine. I actually, that's okay, because basically I fall back, and then I rally, and then I can shoot you.
Yeah.
In my turn.
That's the better...
Yeah, so you're technically here, by the way, because we just moved you down here because the balancing on the rock was bad. So I am going to take that result.
Pursue.
That's absolutely fine. So you're going to pursue. So it doesn't really matter what I roll, but we'll roll it anyway. So that's 5. So basically I'm going to bounce through to like here, probably. Because I was back here, bounce here, bounce here. Yeah, so bounce here, end up here. And 3.
Can you swift stride a...
Shoot, probably.
I think you can, yeah.
Okay, you're going to need to.
For the 2. 4...
5. You make it into the cannon.
Thank goodness for that.
Otherwise, you wouldn't. So you end up there, basically. It can still in your column. So the Grey Seer's done it once. He's like, follow me, Skaven warriors, to inevitable victory.
Brilliant.
Oh man, it's weirdly almost worth me like charging in with something like the wizard. Weirdly, if only I had hammer hand. But who takes hammer hand, man? Oh, what a it's literally scuttling. The rats go marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah! This Grey Seer is killing everyone. Hurrah, hurrah! What a game! What a absolutely mad game! Let's go into Empire turn 4. And one thing we did say is we can actually just go straight into it because you dispelled my Pillar of Flame. No more flamey times. All right, let's see what happens going into Empire turn 4. Empire movement and command is completed. We moved the Hellblaster out of the way. We moved and then Arcade Urgency the cannon over here. That way, when Skaven beat the cannon crew, they'll come over here, and hopefully that will get me out of dodge. Actually, it's your turn next, though, isn't it?
It is.
No, we're going to stay exactly where we were. I'd rather you diddled one cannon at a time than break out next turn and then just start killing everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I could attempt to restrain if you do run away.
You could attempt to restrain, yes. Yeah. But if you do, then that's
losing with the chance. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll stay there as it is. So I might beat you. I might beat you.
Might well.
Now, so that means my movement is done. Gregori moved over to here. He got his spell off. He's now got a 5 at ward against shooting. Prayer, I should say. His prayer off. Made the charge in here. Obviously, that's still ongoing. Let's go straight into shooting then. You can't dispel diddly squat because you're in combat now. You were fated to spell. First thing I'm going to do is fire a fireball at a rattling gun.
Cool.
Yes. On an 11. Double 6, please.
Yeah.
No. 2d6. 4 hits. 3 wounds. Any armor?
Your AP minus 2.
Not here, sir.
Oh,
it's a fireball, so it's AP dash.
Oh, so 6 up. How many?
3, please. I'm presuming your toughness 3.
Yeah.
Nope. 1 rattling gun down. And we will then fire my cannon into your warp lightning cannon. Artillery dice, it does exist. It's over here. All right. So first shot is not in the tray. A 4 followed by a 4, which is a hit. And that is a wound and a dead because it does a minimum of 2 wounds. Bang, bang. Okay. And then I need to do my Pillar of Fire, which goes off on a 10 exactly. And I will place it. It's 12 inches, right?
Yeah.
So we're just basically going to keep banging it through that unit of rats every turn. Just there. Or until I choose to dispel it, because then I might want to do a charge. So I can't hit you this turn, but it's probably going to get you beginning of your turn. Yeah.
If I don't get the dispel at the start of my turn, that goes straight through me.
Yeah. So that's all my magic there. Combat. So there is 2 combats. We'll start off with this one.
3 combats.
3 combats even. Yes, I keep forgetting. I wish this one didn't exist.
It just doesn't look right.
So over here, I have the high initiative over you. You've got 1 chief. How many wounds does a chieftain have? 2
chieftains, each with 2 wounds.
So I am going to issue a challenge to my general of the empire.
I will accept your challenge with my Clanrat Claw Leader.
That's okay. That's okay. It just starts working the way through. So 5 attacks from Bremerdan Gorst. He's hit you twice. And he is strength 5, thank God. So, oh wait, no, it's the Duel's Blades. No wounds.
Oh my goodness.
Because I think he's only strength 4, and they give him extra attacks with no extra strength. So you get to fight back.
Doing these.
Empire of the General doing nothing. Typical.
That'll be a hit, I'm guessing. What's your weapon skill?
Yes, that will be a hit.
That's strength 3.
So 5's to wound.
Nothing.
No. Then we've got the BSB, Severard. Gets a hit and gets a kill. That's all right. 6 up save. 6 up save. No, gets a kill. And then the Halberdiers will go. We've got 2 attacks from the champion. And then there are another 7 guys in the squad. So
this is initiative 3 plus 3 for the charge.
Yes.
So this is the same time as my chieftain halberd.
Okay, that's fine. Where is your chieftain with halberd?
This book.
Nah, I'm not going to put any attacks to him. It's fine. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, okay. Not in the tray. Okay, miss. Wounding on 3s. So 1 dead rat, 2 misses, and 3 more saves, please.
6 ups.
6 ups indeed. No. So in total, you should have lost 5 rats.
Correct.
Okay. There's no spears here or anything, is there?
No.
Okay.
This is hand weapons.
Okay. So now you get to fight back.
Yeah. Do you have anything left to attack with?
No.
No, that's alright. Brilliant. So I'll run through the chieftains first. This is 3 attacks from the chieftain with the halberd. Weapon skill 5 into the unit.
So 3's to hit. And then
Strength 4 plus 1 for strength 5.
so 2s.
Oh my God.
Kills 1.
And then we'll get the big guy out the way. So the chieftain with the great sword is going to swing into the unit.
Yeah.
In fact, is he in with the... No, which guy's in the challenge?
This guy, so you can't go from him, unfortunately.
So we'll just go into the unit then.
3 hits.
3 hits and wounding on
2s.
For 2 wounds, 2 dead.
2 dead. And then the rest of your unit will... How wide are you?
1, 2, and he's out. 3, 4, 5. That's no more attacks.
So no more attacks. So let's work this out. You've got 3 kills.
Yes.
I've got 5. To add on to my kills, I have 1 rank, close order, 2 banners. And you have got, what do you add on to yours?
I have a banner, a close order, and 3 ranks.
So you have a total of 8, and I have a total of 9.
Down by 1.
So you lose by 1. Okay.
So that is leadership 6 on the chieftain, 7, 8, 9 for ranks.
Okay, so leadership 9.
Or 8. 7 is fine.
So you fall. Give ground. Give ground.
Even better order.
Because you rolled under your modified. Now, if I follow up, I won't really. It's better for me to follow up because at least then my characters will go at the same time as your guys. Otherwise, the rats will charge and they'll have the charge bonus. So it's better for me to follow up. Okay, so we've started clearing them. Okay. We'll go over here. So your rats probably go first in this situation.
I think maybe the big lad as well.
Big Chungus.
Let's see. Chungus has initiative of 4, I think. Initiative 4. So
okay.
D6 plus 1. 4.
6 attacks. Hitting on 4s, winning on 5s. Oh, he's finding a stride.
Come on, lad.
It's finally started. He's trying to mate with it.
That'll do. That's 2 at AP minus 1.
Take 1 wound.
Brilliant. At least that's something. And then the clam rats will have a little pokey poke.
5 attacks again. Ooh. You could really do that again.
Yeah, if I get that again, we're...
No. So, Engineer's going to try and poke a clam rat. No. And then I'm going to try and stomp the Helden Cheddar. Every time. I haven't rolled, I think, more than a 1 or 2 on any of my impact hits.
Definitely not more than a 2.
Yeah. 1 wound on Helden Cheddar, please.
That's a 5 up.
Fucking it doesn't matter. So you'll win this time, so I'll just...
Stomp you still.
Oh, you still get to stomp me.
4 stomps.
Okay, so 4 stomps to roll to wound with. Looking for 5s. Nothing.
Oh, this is such a...
Nothing burger.
Tank fight.
Yeah, so... but I will lose that overall because you'll have more ranks and stuff. But I am unbreakable, so... There you are.
Attempt to restrain.
Ooh.
There's not really much point, is there?
No, there's absolutely bugger all point. Unless you really... Unless you... the only reason you want to test restrain is if you didn't want potentially me to kill the clan. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The clan rats are giving you the static counters, which are forcing me slowly back. Yeah. But that's they're not really doing any damage.
A few turns to get you off the board at this rate.
Yeah. Okay, over here.
Right. So the Gracie will strike first, right?
He will do, yeah.
With only 2 attacks this time, though.
As all the spells and everything.
Not about the spell.
Yeah.
So.
Forced to hit.
Forced to hit.
He's got a hit. Forced to kill. He's got a kill. Attacks back. Forced to hit. No. Leadership test. Not in the tray.
Oh.
It's a fail. Am I in range? I may not be. It looks very far away. I am not in range, so I flee. So what happens is the cannon just dies because we're not paid to fight. Yep. So when you flee, the cannon just goes. And then you have to test to restrain or carry on into the next cannon.
Let's attempt to carry on into the next cannon. Let's see how far we go.
See how far you go.
So this is without Swift Stride. Oh my god, we're so slow. And Swift Stride for another 3.
So you go into the 3rd war machine. There you go.
So,
Woo!
That is 6 in total. Was that enough to get a 7?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely just working your way through Boomtown. 1 war machine at a time.
Well, was it enough to get the 2nd rat into base?
Oh, I'm not sure, but sure, go for it. I'm not. It was. Well, no, because you're still in formation.
True.
You've not broken up. You're skirmishers, so you form ranks. Yeah. You win the combat. Yeah. You don't instantly break out until you're not.
Point of time of not
you only break
combat
out when you're not in combat. Yeah. Cool. So you just doopy doopy doo, doopy doopy doo.
The Grace here on a warpath has his moral support.
Absolutely.
You're doing so well, boss.
You're doing so well. Keep going, lad. Okay, so I mean, he's racking. He will by the end of the game probably rack you up a fair few points. Yeah. Will it be enough to turn the franchise around? I guess we'll have to find out. Yeah. It's there's casualties mounting on both sides.
Closer than it once felt.
Yes. Now we're going into the Skaven turn 4.
Yes.
First thing I need to do is, do you want to Fate Dispel that?
I will.
No. So it is going to go 1, and it's just going to go doink, touch, bang. Let's do it on camera just whilst we're here. 4 hits, which is again what I always get. 3 kills. It always rolls low on the hits, but it always gets 3 kills off you. There you go. That's 3 kills. Bada bing, bada boom.
Value for money.
Value for money. Okie croaky. Let's go over to the rest of Skaven turn. Is there anything to do?
There is. There's a little bit.
A little bit of movement?
Got a little bit of shooting.
Should we just go straight into it? I mean, have you got any other movement is what I'm saying?
No. Spells. I can cast my self range augment, right?
Okay, so we'll do all your spells and movement in case there is anything to do, and we'll be back with the shooting and stuff. So the Gracier tried to get a spell up on himself, but was too distracted with, and probably elated by the fact he's winning combat. Yeah, he's just going on like bonk, bonk, bonk. The only other movement was that. And basically, you now go to your shooting, where it's that, and then into combat.
Yep, so let's fire the Giselles first, because they're quick. 3 shots, hitting up 5s.
Going into Gregori's unit.
With a hit.
1 hit.
Strength 6, that's 2 to kill.
2 to wound.
AP minus 2 or 3.
You've got, will Gregori's prayer do its thing? No. That is the first casualty from Gregori's unit, man. All right, and then the Rattling gun?
Yeah. Grab the artillery.
I've got one over here for you, sir. Okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah. 6 shots at minus a further 1.
So hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Do you want 3 dice?
Thank you so much.
There you are.
That's a hit.
It is. And is it a wound? 3's to wound.
No.
No. All right. I like to think Gregori's prayer, like, in essence, helped. Like,
it's so horrible to look at that the Rattling gun cannot line up the sights on him without vomiting.
Okay, where are we next?
We're into combat. So
where do you want to start?
Let's start with Helden Cheddar.
Helden Cheddar, let's bring the tray over. Okay, Helden Cheddar going first.
D6 plus 1 for 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
He's warming up. He's warming up.
It's just the wounds. He's not getting the wounds through. He says 5s. Come on. There's 1. AP minus 1.
I take it.
Another 1.
Being whittled down. The steam tank.
Only 6 left.
It's so good that it's like.
And then the clam rats.
Yeah, clam rats. 5 attacks.
On 4s.
Not in the tray. 2 hits. Needing 6s to wound.
The clam rats are performing though.
I am rolling badly. I feel. Have you noticed my dice felt a little cold in the second half of the game?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, now steam tank. Come on. I'm warming him up.
kill a clanrat.
And warm. I haven't done any wounds with the steam tank in a little while. Engineer into. Fuck, we're going Helden Cheddar. There's no point in killing the clan. It's not doing anything. He hits. Doesn't wound. Steam tank. Stomps. D3 plus 1. There we go. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 regens. He finally does one. Now you get to stomp me back. I'm whittling.
D3 plus 1. For 4.
For 4. Wounding on 5s. Ah!
AP minus 2 for behemoth stomps.
Do you still get that? Oh yes, because I'm heavy chariot.
You're not a behemoth.
I'm not a behemoth.
Okay.
I take all 3.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, that's big.
First big swing.
The first big swing of the combat. And I go back 2.
And we will follow up into it.
And you're following up. There you go. Bet you're glad you stuck those clan mats in there now.
Oh, yeah.
And then over here, sir.
Let's go.
So, my characters go at the same time as your guys, and technically I'm still in a challenge with your clan mat leader.
Yeah, what is your general's
Initiative 5.
5, okay, you might be the same as this chap right here. This chap right here is Initiative 6, so how we guys, but it's okay because you're in a challenge. So
I'm in a challenge, yeah. Bremidangos getting the hits. It's
God.
1 wound. Not great. Just 1.
6 up save.
Okay, so we did kill the guy.
Finally.
I'm rolling pretty badly, but we got a wound.
Okay. Back in the challenge at the same initiative as you.
If you're initiative 5.
Oh right, no, you will go first.
Yes. And then you have your your halberd guy.
3 attacks.
3 attacks hit on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 dead.
And then we'll do Greatsword guys last.
Greatsword guy is last.
So I'm guessing my clanrat initiative is slightly higher than your.
It will be, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 attacks, yes.
5 attacks.
Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s.
1. And 1.
And I fail it. So I will now strike you back with, I have got my unit leader. I lost 3 guys, and I've got 2 characters in the rank, so that's -5. So I will hit you with another 4 attacks in total. So I've hit you. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. 1 definitely dead. 2 more 6-ups. Yeah, 2 dead there. So that should be a total of, that should be 1 more dead. I'm sure, right? Oh no, that was
you killed the general. You just killed 2 with halberds.
And 1 with it was an auto kill with the halberd because I got armor bane. Yeah.
There you go.
And then I've got my captain with the sword of might, Severard, getting a hit and getting a wound because of the sword of might. AP 1.
6 up.
Hey, makes it. So now you get to hit me with greatsword guy.
Yes, with 3 attacks. Your general's still in the challenge technically now.
Yeah.
So we're hitting the unit.
2 hits, kills on 2s.
2 kills.
2 kills. Okay, so you might have won combat here. It just depends on by how much. So you, I took 5 casualties, and you have
4 casualties.
So I took 5 casualties, and you have 2 ranks and a banner and close order.
Yes.
And I did 4 casualties, and I have no ranks, but I do have close order, and I do have 2 banners. So I would have lost by 2 in total, 9 to 7. So rolling my leadership, that is a give ground. I'll take that. Leadership 9.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. So I'm going to give ground to here. Do you want?
Oh yes, give ground, not fall back in good order. Which
Yeah.
is what I understood that as, and why I was confused.
You were looking at me.
Sure, you hadn't failed that.
No. So give ground.
We will pursue.
You're going to pursue. Okay. There we go. All right. And then the big one. Can he go 3 for 3? Can he go 3 for 3? Here we go.
We can get our spell off. We have no Skaven brew, so this is just 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Hit on 4s. He's very consistent. Getting on 4. No. That means 3 attacks back.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s. 2 hits.
Oh, no. So 4.
It's a wound. You have no armor.
That's a wound.
I will win the combat by...
I have a battle standard bearer.
It's a drawn combat. Yeah, baby. All right. This is. I thought this was going to survive a bit longer, so this is bad.
Yeah,
but
I'm quite happy with how that went. I didn't expect it to go that well.
Yeah. Now, at the beginning of goes into turn 5 for the Empire.
Yes.
First thing I'm going to do is roll my Pillar of Fire, and I'm going to do it over that. Sorry to be a little rude. And then I'm going to go for my D3 plus 3.
I'll do it.
For 5. Hang on.
Roll 2 wounds to 3.
2 wounds. AP2, dead. Pillar of Fire is by far the best spell in the game.
It's the sniper rifle that cannons wish they were still.
Yeah, exactly. And whilst we're here, will Father Gregori get his spell off? We're going to go for reroll ones to hit and wound. On camera, rerolls to 1 and to hit. Reroll ones to hit and to wound in combat. He does! He's only failed it once! Father Gregori's found some more lover boys. He's very, very ravenous. Father Gregori's unit is going to charge in there, but we'll do all of that off camera, and we'll be back once the movement strategy has been completed. Empire movement strategy is done. I had no magic to do, and apart from Arcane Urgency, which I failed to get off on the Hellblaster, and I basically just moved everyone and marched everyone away because I'm expecting this to obviously maybe go a bit squiffy. So
see how they feel.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's even if I kill the Greyseer, then the next character is actually quite good. We'll step up and
we'll make faster work.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing of note is I charged in here. Father Gregori got the charge, easy peasy. So now we go to combat. We will start with this one over here. We'll go with the unit in the flank. Do I issue a challenge? No, I think I just go for absolute mega.
I'll issue a challenge then.
You issue a challenge? Who are you issuing a challenge with?
The Greatsword Chieftain will issue a challenge.
Hey, where's he got?
2, I think. It's one of those complicated questions, man. Yeah, 2 wounds.
I'll just accept the unit champion.
Heavy armor shield.
Yeah.
Just heavy armor.
I will just accept the champion.
Okay.
We'll go with the one in the spearman block.
Brilliant.
All right. So we will go with my lord in the spearman block. So 4 attacks, hitting twice and wounding on 2s. 1 wound, and I think that's 1 dead because it's a sword of battle. Oh, no, you still get 6 up.
Yes.
I keep thinking you haven't got... Oh, he's only passed it. I keep thinking you haven't got those shields.
Yeah, we pay for shields.
Oh, did I rolled a 1 to hit with Father... with Father Gregori's spell. So that's a hit. And reroll the 1 because of Father Gregori. No. Okay. Speaking of Father Gregori... let's try again. Gets a hit.
Oh,
come on, man. Come on, man. No, it's not flat. Kills 1. I was getting a little worried then.
Yeah, that was a lot of 1s in quick succession.
So we've got 3 other attacks from the flanking unit. 1, 2, and 3. This guy won't get to because he's in a challenge, and the rest are spears. And you don't get your spears on the charge. 1 hit with a reroll, thanks to Father Gregori. No. And then reroll because of Father Gregori. A wound. 5 up save. You're doing lucky. So 1 kill from the flank charge.
Lucky. You're getting very unlucky.
Yes, this is true. I then get to go with my Empire General. No, you've got initiative 6 guy, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
So you get to go with him next.
So he's going to swing into the spearman, I think.
Okay.
He's weapon skill good. He's hitting on 3s.
Nice.
And strength 5.
So
wounding
2s.
2s. With AP -1 from the helmet.
So that 6 kills 1, and I save 1. So 2 dead. Okay. And then it goes to Bremerdan Gorst, my lord there. He gets 2 hits, and He gets 2 wounds, finally. 2 saves for you. 6 ups. He's made another one, so that's another kill. So,
loses a rank. Not that it matters.
You should have lost... have you been taking these off so far?
Yes.
So you should have lost 3 so far.
I believe I did.
Okay, we'll double check. I'm not...
Check
just.
the start of the video.
We'll check the start of the video, yeah. And then we've got your... oh no, you've got a great weapon guy. So it goes to my captain next with Sword of Might, Severad. Not in the tray. 2 hits. 2 wounds, AP1. Oh, not in the tray. He's made another one. He keeps making them, so that should be 4 kills in total. Then your rats get to go in the front next.
4 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. Leaves me with 2 rats in front.
2 rats in front.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Wounding on 4s.
Oh, not in the tray.
1
And
wound.
1 6 up save. Can I get a 6 up? Nope, sadly not. So that guy goes. Then I have left in here. I've lost my... no, I still have my champion, don't I? It was you who lost your champion. Yes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Earn these spears, boys! Or halberds in this case. They've been hitting good. Can't complain about it. And they've been wounding good too. 2 more dead. 2 more of your infamous 6-ups. Yeah, finally, stop getting them all. Okay, so that will now be your greatsword guy into my champion.
Yes, 3 attacks on 3s.
2 hits.
And 2s.
And he is dead. We'll just take this guy off the back, but we know the champion's gone.
And it's a 1 extra wound for overkill.
Yes, 1 extra wound for overkill. So let's just make sure the casualties here have been worked out, and then we'll work out the final combat res. So we've gone and checked, and there were a couple more rats that needed to be taken off. Father Gregori had to let go of his latest bride. But we have ended up with a mighty 9 dead, and I have lost... I lost a halberdier, and then I believe I lost that many spearmen as well. And 1 for overkill as well, so 5. So it's 5. So 5 kills to 9. I have 3. I have 2 bonus ranks.
Spearman, because that unit was full when it.
He got shot.
Did he?
Yes, he got shot by the Giselle. So I have close order and then 2 ranks. So I've got close order, and then I've got 2 bonus ranks. And then I've got 2 banners that I can claim. And you have got 1 banner that you can claim.
1 banner.
And that's it. But you can't put close order as well. So it's 6, minus 6 from there. I think it's a double 1.
Yep.
And you are heavily outnumbered.
Oh, yes.
So if you fail this, it's a flee.
Ooh. Double 2?
Double 2, sadly not. Sadly meet you halfway. So I am definitely going to pursue. You're going to flee from there, because that's the greater unit strength. So I will pursue with Father Gregori's unit. Okay. I think that's the better call. And my other unit will reform, essentially.
Oh,
it's not... It's not a... Ooh. Well, you've never rolled a 1. Oh, no, because you're Skaven.
Run down like dogs.
Run down like dogs. So they are all dead. And you went, what, like 4 inches?
3, 4 inches, yeah.
So if you could just move that unit forward 4 inches. Perfect. And... this unit here is going to just reform, and part of its reform, it's basically just going to turn around, essentially, as it were. It would be actually towards... You know what? I'm just going to leave it as it was, and we're just going to say they're facing the other way rather than messing around with the movement tray, because then when I move them next turn, or the turn after, it'll be easier to do it that way. Yeah, exactly. All right. Wait, I might not be able to... Oh, no, literally, I just turn around, don't I? Yeah, I just do it. I'm doing a turn. There we go. All right. So that is the end of Empire turn 5. Yeah. We go to Skaven turn 5. It's That big combat has just netted me a decent chunk of points.
Yeah.
But they're only low-level chieftains and stuff.
Yeah, it's about 60, 70 points a chieftain, and then a 200 and something maybe points clan rat unit.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
We're not done yet. I've just realised we're not done yet.
No, of course not.
I thought we were just finished. That was just one combat. Oh my, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so you get to go first.
D6 plus 1.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So hitting on 4s.
Can you pull that nice off? I'll chuck from here.
I will bring it closer to you.
Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
50,
It's not bad.
Should be. And winning on 5s.
Yeah. No wounds. Okay.
Clan rat time.
Clan rat time. 5 attacks.
Come on, rats.
They won it. 6 is to wound.
Come on, boys. Yes.
They've got our wounds. Yes. I've passed the save, finally! Engineer is going to prod the Cheddar Man. No, I'm going to stomp the Cheddar Man. Come on, all 3 wounds. Not quite. 2 wounds, 2 regens. Gets one of them. And then you have to stomp me.
D3 plus 1.
Oh, 4.
5s.
1. I can't die. I can't die. I'll take it, but I can't die. Draw. You win the combat.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very close. If you hadn't made a fiendish number of regens.
Oh yes.
And it has been a fiendish number. Like every time you've rolled like 2 regens, you've got 1 or both. Yeah.
Well, talking about mad dice results, Father Gregori's unit had reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound, and re-rolled just about every dice. Yeah. 1 to hit, re-rolled. 1 to wound.
This is true. This is true.
Holy crap, guys! It's a good job Father Gregori was praying.
Father Gregori
saved your soul.
He did. Yeah, he absolutely did. But yeah, he absolutely got the job done then.
Yeah, what a lad.
Over here, you get to strike first.
Yeah.
You didn't kill any crewmen last time.
No, we drew.
So you need to do 2 attacks. 1 hit.
4's to wound. Come on, boys. No.
No. 3 attacks back. Tickle him with the tickle brush. 2 hits.
Oh my goodness. To 4.
I need 1 5-up to kill the Grace here. For dramatic effect. No. No!
Victory!
You win combat because of the BSB, and I am gone. Because I am not paid to fight. They did all right, but that is the worst possible time they could break, because now all of this juicy stuff is ripe for your attention and chargeable. Indeed, we are going blow for blow in this game. Boomtown is looking pretty dicey right now, and so is the steam tank. It could be
the infantry corps is carrying the day.
The infantry corps is carrying the day hard. All right, let's go over now. Skaven, turn 5, and we are entering the twilight stages of this game. We are. It is Skaven, turn 5. You were able to get off Demonic Vigor, but you didn't get off Demonic Vessel because I dispelled you. In fact, I almost dispelled both, but not quite. Now that her life is on the line, she's actually trying, but unfortunately it's not enough because they have charged in, and my 190 point wizard is looking quite tasty. That was the only charge. The only bit of shooting to do is going to be the 3 Giselles. Their target is Father Gregori's unit, I guess.
It's actually going to be the halberds, because if I can take a halberd attack away from you there, it might make a difference.
It could. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to hit on.
1 second.
6 is for cover, right?
4 inches that way, please.
Oh. You wouldn't crisp me up a Giselle, would you?
I absolutely bloody would. All right, I'm getting you next time.
I can attempt to dispel it.
Do you want to attempt to dispel it?
Oh.
Hey, get rid of it then. I think it was about to disappear anyway. In all truthfulness, I was hoping if you hadn't got it off, then I might have. If I got a long enough distance, I probably could have got it into you. But there we go. All right, Giselles into the halberds.
With 2 hits.
2 hits.
And 2 to wound.
2 to wound.
Kill. 2 to kill.
2 to kill. Bang bang. There we are.
Significant.
All right.
Might be a panic, but you pass it anyway.
There's a panic, but I pass it anyway.
Crazily brave.
Crazy brave times.
Let's fight
Where do you want to fight first?
Held and Cheddar's fight.
Held and Cheddar going first. Okay.
D6 plus 1. Oh. 5's to wound.
4's to hit.
4's to hit.
2 hits.
5's to wound.
1.
The wound at AP minus 1.
50-50. 4 up save. 4 up save. Here we go. Yes! Okay.
Rats, can you save the day?
Clan Rats, 5 attacks.
4's to hit.
It's 1 hit.
And it wounds on a 6.
6. No. Engineer is
So
going to prod. Is going to prod Held and Cheddar. He's hit. He hasn't wound. Stomped.
Oh.
It's the biggie. It's the biggie. It's the biggie. That's 4. You need to make 3 of these 5-up regens.
I mean...
No! No! Stop it! This is not fair! I hate regen! I hate regen!
Regen might be the best word written in the entire book.
Go on then, try and stop me back.
Come on.
That's so bullshit, man! I had you! I had you!
You truly deserve to survive this at least to make up for that.
I'm not gonna. 3, wounding on 5s. Oh! I do survive it. We go one more round. One more round.
You want to push back another 2 inches then?
Yeah. I guess in yeah, you just push the whole thing back, right?
There we go.
And then this combat over here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Right. So, are you going to issue a challenge?
Oh yeah, I am definitely. It's the only chance I got.
I will accept the challenge with the Weeping Blade, assassin-looking.
He's only got 1 wound.
He has, but using him is a lot less of an. He'll hit first by a considerable distance.
Okay, I'm gonna get. How many attacks does he have?
How
much damage do they do?
Let me go and find a piece of paper.
Okay, shall we have a? Shall we? This has never been done. Shall we check our respective stats?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a moment. So there is a chance the wizard could live.
Yes.
You have 3 attacks with the Weeping Blade, hitting on.
Weapon skill 5.
Hitting on 3s.
6 is a poisoned.
Okay.
2 hits.
And
Strength 4.
wounding toughness 4, so wounding on 4s.
Nothing else.
Okay, so you get a point. I don't have a save, and it's multiple damage. What?
D3.
I'm
2.
alive.
You're alive on 1 wound to swing back.
2 attacks back.
Weapon skill 5. 4's
Hit on 4s. No.
Ah.
Okay, so she is gonna flee. Fall back in good order. Give ground. So
right.
what? Right.
2 wounds and a BSB. Is my.
Leadership 8. 2 wounds and a BSB. It's a give ground. I think that's very good for me.
Yeah, I think that is very
I think that's very good. I mean, a flee would have been bad because then I get to shoot you, but I get to charge you now.
Yes.
So I'm going to give ground to here, and I'm going to have a wound left.
Yes. And we will just make our way back up to you.
Are you following up, or yeah? Because you don't want to.
Of course.
You don't want to get shot by the Hellblaster point blank. Yeah. At least this gives you a chance, right?
All fun and games, right?
Yeah.
1 wound. 1 wound.
Man, what the crazy. The son of a bitch did it! She did it! All right, we are going into Empire turn number 6, the final turn of the game. Let's see what we can make happen here. Empire turn 6 is very quick. Can't do any magic because I'm in combat. Can't do any shooting because nothing in range. So we just moved everything out of any potential chicanery with getting shot and whatnot, or getting overrun into if anything goes horribly, spectacularly wrong. And we charged the engineers into the side of the Gracier. And we charged this unit in here.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
Madness reign.
Let madness reign. So let's go for this combat first. Okay, so there's already a challenge going on.
There is.
So we just go straight to fighty. Although there is more characters though. It's 1 challenge per combat, isn't it?
So.
Yeah. Fair enough. So we have got my Gentleman of the Empire. It is Mordianglorytv attacking with the Duelist Blades.
What initiative is he?
He's probably going to be initiative 6 or 7. Because of the charge. I think he had at least an inch charge distance. What?
Okay, he will go first.
What's the initiative?
The basic gutter runners are initiative 5.
Okay, so I'm definitely higher than that.
Oh no, so an additional initiative from the spell. So they're initiative 6.
Okay, so we'll strike at the same time.
And the BSBs are initiative 7.
Okay. So the
Chieftains.
we'll strike anyone I kill here will still get to strike back.
Cool.
Okay, 1 hit. Brilliant. Come on, buddy.
T4.
He has managed to get the wound, thank God. No AP,
save.
so it kills 1. And then the captain of the Empire, Severard, gets 2 weapon skill.
On a gutter runner is weapon skill 4.
I think I'm only weapon skill 4 on a captain of the Empire.
What initiative are you again?
I'm weapon skill 5, thank God. Okay. I'll be initiative 5 with this.
Okay, so I'm faster than you here.
Yes, so, but I've just did this because anyone here. So he kills 1 more. But again, these all get to strike. Like even that one that died still gets to strike. And then now strike with them because when they die, oh no, I still get to do my attacks here, don't I? Because I'm in the fighting rank. Yeah. Sure. So it doesn't really matter. So we'll just keep going with the end.
You might get less attacks if I'm swinging into your unit first.
Yes, absolutely.
So did this guy get to attack still?
Yes, both get to attack.
Okay, so let's do...
You are in range of my BSB and my general.
Yeah. So those are the only 2 I can swing into, right? Oh, wait, this guy...
You can still choose to swing into the unit, or you can target your attacks to someone who's in front of you.
I don't think you can if
you
can't touch the unit. Right?
Okay, so you have to go...
models you're into.
Okay, so you have to go into...
If he was here still...
Yeah.
I can hit that guy with him.
Yes, you can.
All right, so this dead gutter runner...
Okay.
With his 2 attack base...
Going into the halberds.
Let's do it right. We have 1 attack base plus 1 for additional weapons. That's right. And we are poison attacks and we are weapon skill 4 into the halberds.
Okay.
So 3s. Weapon skill 4.
Yeah. 3s.
And then strength 3, so 4s for 1 wound.
Any AP?
Dash.
Hey!
Okay.
My turn. Okay, then this guy can strike into either one of the characters.
Yes. So he will go into the general.
The general's got 2 as a cap. The general's got 3 as a cap's only got 2.
Oh, captain then.
Forced to hit. 2 hits.
What's the wound? I'm guessing.
No 5s, but it's fine. You still got 1. 3 up save. I'm okay. It was still good. You could have got some big points from it. It just didn't quite pay off.
And then my other stuff is high initiative as well. So
I think my engineers charging will get to go next.
They might do. What's their initiative? Should have written all this down in order.
Initiative 3, but they'll probably be up to initiative 6 with the charge because they charged a long way.
Yeah, so I was initiative 6 on those guys, and I'm initiative 7 on the chieftains.
What about the great? Oh, so the great chieftains go first.
Yes.
So they are
Weeping Blade guy's in the challenge. I'll swing him first.
Yes.
With his 3 attacks.
2 hits. Force the wound.
Oh,
and she's alive! Gordon's alive!
And halberd guy will swing onto your general.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Strength 5.
Yeah, 1 wound. That's fine. That's AP 2. Yes. So 6 up armor, and then a 5 up ward. No, so I've taken 1 wound. And then I will fight you back with these guys first. They technically would have the higher initiative. So engineers have got, I think it's going to be 2 attacks each. 1 attack each. So are they strength? Yeah, they're just basically normal humans. So 2 attacks. No, I didn't hit you. It was worth a go. I still get the flank. No, I don't get the flank. No, I still get the flank charge. Just don't disrupt your rank, so that's fine. So then it's. I've got have you got anyone who's?
I've got the Grey Seer. I've got 1 more gutter runner to swing with.
Grey Seer, 1 more gutter runner. Yeah. So where are the Grey Seer? Where's the Grey Seer going? You got a prod and engineer?
You might as well do.
Go on then.
Yeah, because otherwise he'd have to attack the general.
I think he has to attack what he's in combat with, doesn't he? So yeah.
So into one of those guys. The guy with the yellow hats. Why not?
They've both got yellow hats.
Oh, okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. That's strength 3.
1 wound.
1 wound. AP -1.
I've taken a wound. That's okay.
And then a gutter runner into the unit in front.
So the gutter runner, just go for the halberdiers, man. Yeah, just stop being, not be funny about it.
Oh, he's the assassin as well. So that is
2 hits.
2 hits. Wounding on 4s, so 1 wound.
No. So 1 dead. So then it comes over to my remaining halberdiers, who will get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks at this stage, because the champion doesn't really matter.
Into who do you want to swing on to? There's 1 gutter runner remaining, and also 1 BSB, and the Graciers on the far side.
I don't think I can pick the Gracier. I can't. I have to. So I'm not in base with any of them, but he is in range of this guy. He's not in the challenge.
Hit the BSB then.
So do I have to hit the BSB, or do I just?
No.
I'm not in. I'm just going to hit the unit because I'm not in base range with any of them. So I'm just doing supporting attacks into the unit.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you can kill the gutter runner first, and then allocate them how the fuck you want after that.
So,
yeah. 2 hits.
Toughness 4.
So 3s.
So it actually matters.
Doesn't matter. I kill the gutter runner. That's it.
He'd be toughness 5 on the other, but wounded anyway. Yeah, so it's just the gutter runner dead.
Yeah, so the gutter runner just dead for simplicity. When it gets complicated, go for the simplest solution. So they're still a unit of characters because they've not had a chance to go their own separate ways yet. And then my wizard gets to prod you back. Not been yet, so 2 attacks. Still not hit, but that's fine. We're not expecting much. So I suspect I've won the combat. Because I've lost a halberdier.
Yes.
All of that. And I've taken a wound on a general.
Wound on the general,
yeah.
And I've lost 3 gutter runners.
So you've lost 3 gutter runners. Let's work this out properly. So you can be green over here. So you've lost 3 gutter runners. So this is working out my one. I have close order with a unit that I can claim it because I've got unit strength of 5. And I have got a banner and a magical banner and a flank attack. I think that's it. So 3 gutter runners, close order, banner, flank. Yes. And you have 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And a BSB.
BSB.
So take you 3 off. That's -4 from your leadership. So you're on leadership 3, rerollable. No.
Come on, lads.
No, you are outnumbered, so that will be a break and flee.
Yes.
You're going to flee away from the unit with the highest combat strength, but you're hitting the side. So I think on average, you're trying to go that way, but I think you're basically going to end up going that way because of these guys are in your way.
Yeah.
Essentially.
No, because I can flee through. Oh, that's other units that aren't part of the combat, isn't it? That if you flee through them, you.
Yeah. So I think this is the unit that's got the highest strength. So you try and flee that way, but you can't because they're in the way. So you're going to end up going that way.
Okay. Let's roll the distance. It might not matter. You might just catch.
Okay. I'm definitely going to pursue with everyone.
Yeah.
That's not a long way.
That is 5 inches.
So I guess try and flee with the wizard first. Catch you with the wizard first. There you go. She got you.
Yeah.
Pharaoh got you. If you follow the first Law trilogy, she does have demon blood, so she's very feisty. So it's very interestingly.
So we cut her and the demon blood went everywhere.
Yeah. So we've got all of that. The assassin blob.
Wow. Yeah.
It can kill war machines for days, but it can't kill a wizard.
You mean it literally takes days to kill war machines?
Yeah.
Conga lining in.
All right, so they're all gone. The other units would pursue you as well, so 6 and 7. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to go back. We'll just estimate it because none of this stuff over here is going to make a big difference.
It's going to make no difference.
They're going to go to there. She's going to catch you. They're going to go up to there, and they're going to turn and pursue to basically there, and we're all going to end up like that. Yeah. It's very rough. I'll be careful with your models. There you go.
Thank you very much.
But we're not done yet.
See what hell and cheddar.
Come on, the cast iron bitch. Come on, Graves O'Brien. You can do it. It's got 1 wound left. It deserved to die.
D6 +1.
Oh! Hold! Survive! Survive!
4's to hit.
Not in the trait. Okay, 3 hits. Okay.
5's to wound.
5's to wound. Survive! Survive! 1 wound!
Be -1.
50-50, baby! No! And the cast iron bitch is destroyed, so she won't be coming back for our next battle. She needs a battle out to repair, and you get to overrun basically if you want to.
attempt to reform with both because we just go for the tower and we've got my turn left. So
yeah,
reform on the clan rats. I think it's leadership 5, right? They're going to reform.
They do it.
And Sigmar Helens is going to reform.
Nice. So you test a restrain, and you just
spin completely around so they can walk easier next time.
Literally walk to the.
So will Element Referal.
I mean, is it basically march forward with them, shoot Jezzail's done?
So my turn.
Shall we just do that? Yeah.
Here. To counter claiming the tower for ourselves.
I think no one claims it.
And then we'll fire 3 Jezzails into the flank of these guys.
Okay.
Looking at
Gregori didn't get his prayer off, by the way.
4s.
One
hit either way.
One hit either way. There was a 1 in there, though, so...
There is the 1 in there. The little bullet blows him up.
Finally, good old Scryer tech.
And 1 wound, roll to wounds, AP -2 or 3, I cannot remember, but it doesn't matter.
It kills a guy either way. There we go. Holy moly. What a game. Good game, sir.
Brilliant game.
Good game indeed. That may have swung it.
Yeah.
May have swung it. But we will count at the final score and see where we're at. But no one got tabled. And it was a very, very close game right to the end. And Helden Cheddar is worth a few points. A fair few. We'll have to see. I think it's going to be a closer score than it may first appear. Let's see. Let's talk to the final bits, and we'll be back with the final score and the final thoughts. And here we are. After the dust has settled, the Jezzails have stopped misfiring, and the handguns have stopped crackling. The clash of polished steel versus rusty serrated blade has finished, and we come to the end of the game. Before us, we see the survivors of both sides, and you can see there really isn't a huge difference. There's a full unit of spearmen versus pretty much a full unit of clan rats. There's Helden Cheddar and versus a few of my accoutrement units here, and then we've got some Jezzails and some characters. So on the surface, it looks like a fairly equal fight, but unfortunately, the weight of points that is left over is very much in the Empire's favour. The Skaven killed 2 Great Cannons and the Cast Iron Bitch, and got 25% of the points for the Halberdiers, which netted them 585 points. And then the Empire went a little mad. And with that final character brick going, we have managed to secure ourselves 1,818 points, because we got the BSB, we got the general, we ran down one banner as well. So a very, very good game, sir.
Brilliant.
Very good. And it was a very fun game.
Oh yes.
And it was absolute madness. And it just goes to show, I think the big difference is that I've basically got all of my characters left. Yeah. And you have no characters left.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Conga line is not the formation for a crack assassin death squad to take.
Yeah, so we were having a little chat off camera, but we'll cover it again now. Where we think, what was really interesting is the game went very differently to how we both expected. I honestly thought that I would easily mop up Helden Cheddar with the steam tank, and then Helden Cheddar just would not stop failing was not stop passing regens, and I felt like he was on a goddamn 3-up and I was on a 5-up with how badly my saves were doing. And then that was really the big difference. And so Helden Cheddar managed to smack the crap out of the cast iron bitch, and then over here where you thought, hang on, I was going to mop all of this up. Suddenly, you just, because of the way Skirmisher works, you just ended up forming this utterly awful formation.
Of all the people in there,
the Greyseer at the front.
Which can be traced all the way back to my deployment over here, where the Greyseer is at the front line.
Yeah.
Because it feels right.
Yeah. he was leading the way. And even though, he did actually get 2 of the cannons. And side note, he actually may have got the Hellblaster. Fortunately, it didn't contribute anything to the rest of the game. But I just realised fall back in good order, I think, is technically a flea move that you auto rally from. So I'm not sure.
And I did, if you watch it back, I forgot that I'd got the spell off on him for an extra attack because I was so happy with myself for remembering that I drank the Skaven through. Because although I've taken it several times, I never remembered.
Never remembered to have it.
That I forgot I'd also cast the spell, so I was down an attack.
Yeah.
And, armor penetration and whatever else.
So even if we add that back in, you basically did knock that out because it didn't do anything the rest of the game. So, but let's give you the points for that. So you're getting up to about 800 points, which is 700 points.
Yeah, 700.
So, but even with that, it just goes to show if you want to win games of Old World, really, what you need to go after is those characters.
Yeah, especially in games like this where we're both quite character heavy, right? Character reinforced bricks.
Well, that was something we both tried to do, and I have to say I was very, very surprised how my halberdiers, who went in there with significantly less models than yours, actually, and we both had 2 tooled up combat characters, well, respective for our factions. Yeah. How the halberdiers came out on top. That was very. I think it was me getting the charge allowed me to get that first blow, which forced you back, and then I was never winning big, but I was just winning by a little bit. And I guess it's
little win, grinding.
Yeah, and I guess I felt what really helped me was the actual halberds. Because I had the strength to actually wound you, whereas often your strength was struggling to wound me. That was the biggie there. And then Father Gregori, of course, came in and saved the day, as always. Speaking of which, so really the points doesn't really matter. It's all about the narrative that we are forging, and there's a lot of narrative that has been forged today. Gregori finally got his hands on a bride, which is awesome. I feel very happy for him and very, very sorry for that rat ogre. I should probably, do you know what I need to do? I need to mount him on a rat ogre now and have it as a cavalry mount for him, and have it as like Gregori and his bride in like a loving. It could be like a Pegasus for him or something. I don't know. But yeah, there we are. So Father Gregori and his insatiable appetites continue. But looking at the big picture here, both sides are very, very battered. I mean, I've lost over half of my infantry. You've lost, at least 60% of your infantry, and two-thirds. And what's really interesting is technologically, all of the high technology stuff has gone.
Yeah. We've beaten ourselves back into the
Stone Age. So yeah, the cast iron bitch is gone. Your warp lightning cannon has died 2 games in a row now.
Both rattling guns are gone.
Both rattling guns have gone again.
One of the 3 Giselles. There's 2 Giselles left.
There's 2 Giselles left, and you've got you've got the cannons here, and you technically you've got the Hellblast as well. So what I think would be really cool for our next game, although it might both take us a little bit of time to do a bit of painting. Oh, yes. But our next game, we go low tech. Yeah. Very low tech. And I quite like the idea of us both having one elite unit, maybe some Storm Vermin for you, maybe some Great Swords for me, to represent the hardened veterans of the first campaign. Because this is the first campaign that's come to a close now. The second campaign, we'll work out sort of a little story for that. But as we sort of go back and rest and recuperate and replenish and regenerate. We both have got the survivors in our elite unit, and then everything else is just going to be like low tech crap. So I was thinking I've got loads of free company models, and I could mix halberdiers, spearmen, and free company models together to make some proper ad hoc looking units, and then basically have a whole army of free company, no guns, crossbows if I want ranged units. And maybe I'm allowed an extra wizard, because the wizard did quite well this game. And maybe for yourself, you have that Storm Vermin, and you have the lots and lots of clan rats. Because I know you've got like 200 of those.
Clan rats are infinitely replaceable. You can even be promoted to Storm Vermin, but
exactly,
it's going to take a while to scrounge up some more tech.
One thing that we sort of postulated as well is you personally are not a big fan of Clan Pestilence, but you do have 20 to 40, 30 or 40 of the Plague Monks. Now, what would be quite interesting is if those Plague Monks turn up, because they've offered their services to help replenish the ranks.
I've got a couple of plague priests as well, and a furnace, and a couple of the catapults. It all just needs painting.
Well, there you go. Will your clan be forced to lean on other allies after Scryer has clearly not provided again? Although Mulder has proven to be a good ally.
It's Sigmar Helden. He was a Gen 1 untouchable Hellpit abomination.
Exactly. So maybe a bit of Pestilence, maybe a bit of Mulder.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But either way, I am really, really enjoying this completely ad hoc narrative campaign that we've come up with.
Evolves often during the games.
It has, absolutely. And Father Gregori has become an iconic part of this campaign. He is going to have to come every single time and every single list. And I think I might get, like I said, the Wizard's done well. Some of the other characters, they've not really made a name themselves, but they've not performed badly.
Yeah,
either.
They've been very reliable, and they've made the stuff that they're around more reliable.
Yeah, they're
no
just
big swings.
Good old just captains and generals of the Empire, allowing the men to get the job done. But that's all for now. Let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this battle report, and what do you want to see us play next? Do you want to see us go low tech, high tech? What other factions do you want to see us play? Let us know, and if we can make it happen, we will. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash that like button, and if you want to keep up with the story and never miss an episode, don't forget to subscribe. And last but certainly not least, I want to say a personal thank you to all of my top tier supporters, all of my Patreons and my memberships and my Twitch subs, whom without I would not be able to do Mordian Glory full time. You guys are the lifeblood of the channel, and I just want to say a personal, heartfelt thank you to every single one of you. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time.